Lead attorney here. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Listen. Oh, how are y'all doing? Oh, my sound is messed up, man. Hold up, let me fix my sound. See if I can. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. We are up on the ones and the twos. All right, y'all gotta forgive me now. I have not streamed in weeks. It has been weeks since I have streamed, and I don't know if y'all have noticed, but right now we are on a backup channel. Oh, we in the cut. We in the cut. We're on the backup to the backup, which will serve as the backup. That's why only the the secret people are in the chat. We are on the backup channel today. We on the clip. This is the first time actually that I've ever streamed on this channel. So the YouTube algorithm doesn't know what the heck is going on right now because I haven't posted anything on this channel in like a month or two, and I've never streamed on it. So guys, sorry for all the confusion. I've had to rearrange some things for a few reasons. But anytime I stream, it's either going to be on this backup channel or on a secondary backup channel. So a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I didn't get the notification. I didn't get the notification. I know. Y'all are used to me streaming on the main channel. But y'all know, man, I'm going through some things and it's like, it's hard for me to stream nowadays. So I'm really trying to get away from the streaming. But every now and then, every now and then, there's gonna be a reason. I said every now and then there's gonna be a reason for me to come back. So I appreciate y'all for y'all's patience and letting me hide out over here. And it's going to be a much more intimate situation because it's not going to be, the thousands and thousands of people. Because again, backup channel, first time I've ever streamed on this channel. So I don't know if y'all really want to hear about how YouTube works, but the algorithm doesn't know what's going on right now. So I've shared it on my main channel, but my main channel, my audience has kind of shifted. So here we are. So we just gonna get to getting. Okay. Big shout out to Ezekiel, said the bald-headed bishop. Yeah. We up in the house. Thank you so much, Ezekiel. So we are gonna get into it, man. Let me see. We got in too deep up in here. Thank you so much for being here. We got the beautiful Jessie V and her husband up in the house. Y'all have found me. I don't know how y'all found me on these damn backup channels, boy. I'm hiding out. Big shout out to the musical web. Thank you so much. As welcome back. I hope you are well. I'm trying. What I have learned in my old age is to take things day by day. Right? I stay in the house. You ain't never gonna catch me in one of these, okay? Anton Daniels is outside, whereas your boy lead attorney is, I'm in the house under the covers, under the ceiling fan at 3 p.m. I'm chilling. But thank you so much. Thank you. We got our man Guy Incognito. Guy found me. How are y'all finding me, man? I'm on the backup. Shout out to the backup channel. Guy Incognito says Anton got the bottom of the bottle. Oh my God. No, not the bottom of the bottle. Oh my God. Oh man, not the bottom of the bottle. Big shout out to Guy. Let me know, just because I know all of y'all have seen this. This is like the biggest thing in 2026. I'm sad I couldn't go on the main channel, but I'm here on the backup channel. So I know y'all have seen, and we're going to break it down. And I'm going to break it down in a way that no one can. Because a lot of people are doing the commenting thing, and shout out to them. But this whole thing, it was not a debate. This was a goddamn argument. And I will say that, you know, as a 25-year attorney, no one knows argumentation better than me. So we are going to go through this, and we're going to start from the beginning. And I am going to let you guys know, you know, who had good points, who was failing a little bit. And we're going to see who kind of comes out on top in terms of the argumentation. Now, we saw it almost get the fisticuffs. And thank the Lord that it didn't. You know, both these two brothers, very, very highly respectable. We don't, and can we be honest? I mean, can we be honest, man? These ain't no spring chickens no more. These ain't, in a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, I will be 49 years old. 49. Like, my fighting days are over. They God damn, they've been over. Yeah, your boy was 6'3", 245 pounds, jacked in his 20s. I was jacked. But that was in my 20s. Corey Holcomb, isn't Corey like 50 something? I mean, I like the UFC like everybody else. John Jones, I like all of that. But I mean, do we, you know, Mike Tyson, do we, isn't there a point where you're like, all right, Mike, you the man. Mike Tyson was the man for a time, and then he carries the man status honorary for the rest of his life. I don't care what you say. Mike Tyson is the man his entire life. Did y'all see his last fight? Now, he got paid millions, so I want him to get his money, but so I don't really want to, you know, if these two brothers went 23, 25, run the goddamn thing. Go out in the back. All right, but you know, Anton looking great in his 40s. Your boy Corey looking great in his 50s. Yeah, I really ain't trying to see all of that, right? But so it didn't get to that, but it got deep. So what I am going to do is I'm going to break down this from an attorney's perspective. All right. In terms of the argumentation, shout out to Marie. If everybody could hit the like button, hit the like button for your boy. We on the backup channel. No one knows we're here. I don't know how y'all found it, to be honest, because on the backup channel, ain't no notifications going out. So this is, you know, y'all have the big concerts and everything. This is like a little small intimate set. I'm just, you know, a cappella. It's just me with a little guitar on a mic stand. I got my mic right here, you know, on a stool. I'm just playing for y'all. This is an intimate setting. All right, so it's just going to be us. Now, I know some of y'all, now y'all haven't heard what I'm about to say. I haven't started yet, but I do want to know this. I am fully aware that everybody in this chat has seen what has gone on, and we are going to watch it. We are going to watch it. Shout out shout out to Alexander saying, yeah, this is my tiny desk. That's exactly right. And I hate the tiny desk too. I'm one of these people where I love the concept, but I'll tell you, I don't care what you say. If I go to a concert, you better sing the song like it is on the damn CD. I don't want the remix. I don't want the extended version. Oh, we got a new tune, a new melody. I don't want the new. I want the same damn Juvenile for the 99 and the 2000. You switch the whole melody up. The words are the same, but I can't eat. You know, that's the only problem with them damn Tiny Desk. I hate them. Sing the song like you're supposed to sing it, Ellie Mae. What's her name? What's the girl? Tina. Sing the damn song, Tina. That's how I feel with a damn Tiny Desk. At any rate, shout out to Ellie's out there because that's exactly what this is. This is a Tiny Desk. This is not on the main channel. This is on the backup. Anime. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. Thank you. Where was Anime? Where was that from? What? Is that Tina Turner's real name? Oh, shout out to K Kuba, man. K Kuba's representing in Anton's chat. Shout out to K Cooper. She was representing. Shit. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. But here's what I want, guys. Here's what I want. Even though this is my Tiny Desk, like our girl said, we all have seen what's going on. Now I'm gonna give my take, and both of them are gonna disagree, and I'm gonna explain that in a second. But I want to know from you going in, put an A if you think Anton took it. Put a C if you think Corey took it. Who do you think came out on top? A for Anton, C for Corey. Who do you think? Marie says, man, team Anton got it, man. Rashad, I think that's it. And dang, all of y'all, we know K Coop is like Anton. Dang, we got a C in here, but they are outnumbered. Okay, in too deep. In too deep is like Corey got it. Okay, and is this Anton? Another one says, okay, the C's are coming. The C's are coming. Pause. And that's another thing. There's a lot of homophobia, but we're gonna get into all of that. I know that ain't almond eyes. I know that ain't almond eyes. Yeah, man. Alexander, Corey was talking that sign language. All right, so I was gonna say Anton for the clean sweep, and I do think it's the majority, but we got a lot of 5150s in here. A lot of it. Okay, y'all want a poll? Let me do a poll right quick. Let's get statistical. How do I even do the poll? I'm sorry, guys. I'll be honest with you, man. Not only are we on the backup channel, but I haven't streamed in months. And oh shit, what did I do? Oh, I got to do the poll on the other one. Okay, I'm sorry. Guys, I don't know how to Oh, I can't do. Can I do a poll? Oh man, I don't think I can do a poll on the backup channel. I don't think it's enabled. I didn't know you had to enable it though. All right, I can't do it. I'm gonna say 65-35. 65-35 in favor of the bag chasers. All right. Now, let's get into it. What is my take? And we're gonna review this. Now, before we review this and we're gonna get into it, I gotta let y'all know where I'm coming from. And both of these people are gonna disagree with me. All right, shout out to Messy Michonne. She was on it. She was how I found out about it. I woke up early in the morning. I rolled over. I don't know what time was it, Messy, like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I grabbed that phone right quick. I got a notification. I thought it was some ass. It wasn't. But I happened to look on, it was like 70 people streaming on this. Everybody was streaming. And I had to tune in to Messy Michonne, and she was cooking. She was absolutely cooking. I can't remember the last time 7, 8, 9 people were streaming at 3 a.m. This shit had popped off. I was like, what happened? So yeah, shout out to Messy Michonne. All right, y'all found me over here on the backup channel. Now, I gotta make, before I give my take, and again, both of them are gonna disagree. But I'm giving my professional take. All right, I know, I know people don't like to see me as a professional, and I know why. What do they call an attorney in a 3-piece suit in the South? What? A nigga. No, listen, I get it. I understand. But I actually have been doing this. I have been arguing my entire adult life. All right, for money, for pay. So I kind of know a little bit about it. So we ain't just gonna review it just to review it. I'm gonna tell you who's making good points and who's making bad points. But I do, since I'm doing it professional, I do need to qualify 2 things. Number 1, I have collabed in person with both of these brothers. In terms of Anton, I first met Anton, Kevin Samuels, the first time Kevin Samuels ever reached out, he sent me a link. He sent me an email. He said, man, go over to Anton and Lapeef's channel and join the panel. And I was like, damn, this email's from Kevin Samuels. That's all he said too. It wasn't no hi or nothing. He was like, go over there, nigga. So I went over there and got on the panel. My first time meeting Anton, consummate professional. Then I went over there again. We ain't gonna talk about, what's that girl with the damn nose ring? Shit. Like, we can go half on the damn, y'all too young for that. Anyway, and then time went on. He would come on my platform as well. And then even after that, I actually met Anton in person at Kevin's funeral. That was my first time meeting Anton. So we didn't talk that much because it was a funeral. It was terrible. But then after that, we collabed at least once in person in Florida, down there in Fort Lauderdale, I believe. So, and Anton's been on my channel numerous times. So I have a relationship with Anton. All right. So I want to get that out the way. But then also, I have collabed in person with your boy Corey Holcomb, 5150. Your boy, I went out there to Pasadena, the same fucking, the same table that your boy Anton was sitting, and the boy Lee was sitting, the same damn table. All right, I met Corey Holcomb. I met Craig. In fact, after my collab with Corey went way better than these 2 brothers. And after our collab, we went to dinner. I think it was me, Corey, Craig. It could have been somebody else. It wasn't Darlene, even though I met Darlene. And you heard Anton talking about, oh, Darlene, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. Let me tell you, Anton's right. Darlene is amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. So I met both of these brothers. So I don't want to hear, oh, well, Lee, you favoring this, you favoring that. I'm telling you that I've met both of them in person, worked with both of them in person. Let's get that out there. All right. Now, second, neither one of these. Okay, of course it's Messy Michonne. Of course it is Messy Michonne. I forgot about that damn collab, and that went crazy too, because I thought That has been a dust up, by the way. I don't know if y'all have been keeping track of that. This dude on the internet going fucking crazy over me and Anton. What's the nigga name? Um, Let me pull it up right quick. First of all, let me take this dang thing down before my shit get demonetized. But let me pull this up. Hold on. Let me pull this up right quick. This was crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I have not streamed in ages. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Now, there's not going to be no sound, but this is what I'm not going to play the sound, but this is what Messy Michon was referring to. All right. This is what Messy Michon was referring to. That shit was crazy. And this dude is wilding out. He's going crazy, bro. Whatever. And Anton smashed that dude. Absolutely smashed him. All right. So I worked, man, and that was years ago. Like, I've worked with Anton for years. All right. And shout out to Corey Holcomb. I mean, we did that collab probably 2 years ago. Me and Corey. So both of these brothers, I've met them personally. I'll be honest. I think both these brothers are stand-up brothers. All right. So it's interesting how they got to cross purposes, but we're gonna get into that. All right. So that's the first thing. Now, another reason, and shut up, man. I did not expect 300 people in here because we on the backup channel. I didn't know y'all were gonna get the notification. I am surprised all these people are in here. All right. The second reason that these two brothers are not going to agree with me, their perspectives. Anton Daniels, and I think I'm correct when I say this. You know, Anton talks about the money and stuff like that, but I think he comes primarily, first of all, from a Christian perspective. All right, a Christian perspective. If you know anything about the lead attorney, he's a heathen. I mean, some of the things I was doing to them damn paralegals wasn't right. So I can't, Anton might be like, Lee, I know where you're coming from, but you're not really on this path. And I can't be like, get my ego into it. I think I'm a nice person. But then Anton might be like, Lee, I don't know if you know this or not, brother, but just being a nice person ain't gonna get you to the place you need to go. You being nice, you being respectful, you showing the adequate amount of courtesy. That ain't got nothing to do with believing in the death, believing in the burial, believing in the resurrection. You gotta believe. Ain't got nothing to do with the resurrection. You all right, you nice. You're polite to people. But I can't get all the way there, you don't know the word. Just because you extend hospitality doesn't mean that God is going to offer you his grace. God is going to offer you his protection. It doesn't mean that Lord God is going to build a hedge around you. You might not have that protection. I'm like, damn, I need to read that damn Bible again. So that's number one. I don't really I can't really claim the Christian perspective. All right. Now, on the other hand, and it's kind of opposite to be weird about it, Corey is not going to agree with me because and if I'm honest, I really do believe that there's a lot of street in Corey. I think Corey would identify with a lot of street dudes. Now, you know, your boy, I'm born and raised in Atlanta. Somebody write Cascade. If you know about it, Campbellton Road. In my early years, then moved out to Decatur. All right, so your boy was in it, but then my mother, I have a great mom. She was great then and she's great now. And she was like, man, I can't, I need him to be somebody. Firstborn son, he needs to be somebody. We're going to send him to a private school. We got to do something. We got to break the cycle. Nobody in my family has ever been rich or nothing like that. And, that's not broken, but, every generation has to do a little better. So there are going to be things that Corey and I are not going to agree with because, Corey's on, he might have a street type of mentality. Whereas I, I got a pocket square. It's Paisley. Right? It looks good though. So that's the issue with Corey. So neither Corey nor Anton nor I, none of us three, we're coming from different perspectives. All right, we're coming from different perspectives. Now, let's get into this. All right, and we are going to we're gonna see what the heck's going on. Big shout out to Almond Eye. Said, hey y'all, Corey wasn't ready for AD. And he wasn't ready. Shout out to the beautiful Almond Eyes. And shout out to Messy Michonne. Said, Till ain't taking us all there. We all go gasoline draws. I'm gonna definitely see you there. Some of these people in chat, you and I ain't gonna see, but we definitely gonna see each other. I can tell you that right now because I saw you at 3 a.m. You were cooking. All right, now most people jump straight to the altercation, verbal. But we're gonna back it up. And again, I'm gonna give you guys my professional take on the arguments that they were making back and forth, coming from a person who's argued his entire adult life as a lawyer. All right. And we're going to see kind of who won this. Man, we almost got 500 people in here on the backup channel. All right. So now, again, I don't know why we on the backup, so I can't do a poll. But let me just see. If you think Anton Daniels won, put an A. If you think Corey Holcomb won, put a C. A for Anton, C for Corey. We on the backup channel, so I don't know why I can't do a damn oh, I know why I can't do it. No, that's not it. Oh, I know why I can't do it. Hold on. I'm not on the right account. I keep telling y'all we on the backup channel, but I'm looking at this on the main channel. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me switch it over. Your boy got damn near 20 channels. All right. Now we back. We back. All right, I didn't know what the heck was going on. Let's see here. Who won? Anton or Corey? All right. And again, shout out to both these brothers. I have collabed with both of them. I've met them both in person. All right, y'all fill out that damn. I couldn't figure it out. Fill out the poll. Let's see. And please hit the like button, guys. Let's build this backup channel up. Jarek said nobody won. Both made good points. Listen, you can have a boxing match and both boxers get off good shots. But, you know, sometimes one of them can win, even though both made good points. All right. And then I'm going to give you my professional take on how this all played out. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's start it up.
Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say. I know we ain't gonna be able to get to it all, but
we're gonna try.
There's so much to say. I gotta ask you this, just off top. How do you feel? Because we ain't gonna do all politics, because that ain't what the show
we
about.
Gotta get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking about this nation, the U.S.
That's a part of the game.
When you say a part of the game, I don't understand.
Everybody done been conquered. Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here. So
all right, so I think it's fair to say that Corey Holcomb is taking, I'm not sure if he identifies with the Democrats, and shout out to King Sin, but this definitely is, the question is, it has a definite Democratic slant. He's like, hey man, why is the United States going over and taking over countries? Which is a fair question, by the way, because what's the limit? All right, we took one. Usually, the first one is the toughest. Once you get the first one down, well, shit. Now there's what we call in the legal world, we call that precedent. So now that we've taken over Venezuela, what about Greenland? Oh shit! What about Cuba? What about Iran? Them damn Mexicans, you know, they can't do nothing with the cartel. It's a fair question, all right? So, but now we're kind of seeing a difference of ideologies, maybe, and Lord knows, Anton identifies with the conservatives, with the Republicans. So we're already seeing a potential crossroads here. Let's see.
I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't
like what? Give me an example.
Like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like, what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
The transatlantic slave trade.
You smart man.
Right. That's what I know all about it.
So it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African-American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You say all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people they were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white,
I mean, I do think, you know, when we learn about, you know, the slave trade, it seems to me, at least the way that I was kind of remembering it, was where, you know, as a kid, the white people went to Africa and got us. But then when you kind of get older into college, you're like, wait a minute, white people just were running around Africa trapping us. It turns out that typically wasn't the case. Kind of turns out that, you know, they were different warring tribes, and the tribes would take prisoners, and then the prisoners would be sold for like glass beads and shit. And rifles, and, you know, so it's like it was kind of black people selling the black people to the white people, right? So, you know, I can see why Corey is like, oh, well, what do you mean the black people are being sold by black people? Because that's kind of what they led us to believe in elementary school. But then when you further it, you're just like, oh shit, you know, maybe. You know, I don't know, but you know, it definitely gets deeper than what we learned in elementary school. I'll definitely say that.
people, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people. That's the truth. So what I'm trying to understand is,
was slavery in the United States before?
Slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, and this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say
What do y'all want? Like, because y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for? What is going to help y'all?
The whole thing that has happened.
Because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through. You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
Because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But do you
That's a fact.
Do you understand that it's made like that on purpose?
It's the system. The system against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
Who is my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
black
that.
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown,
why you start believing it. No. We not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You're not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures.
Now, let me just rewind that a little bit. Let's listen to this again.
We're not brown. We're not black. We're not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You're not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures,
Anton says, you're not gonna get me to, what did he say? You're not gonna get me to something of believe in you based on something that you can't control. Talking about a characteristic, let's say like being black. Now we're gonna get into a deep discussion about the gays. All right. Now, I lived outside of the country. I lived in Mexico for 5 or 6 years. And when I got over there, I had a lot of different culture shocks. But one of the culture shocks I had was that I met so many Mexicans that hated Asians. And they hated them. Now, maybe in California, if you grew up in California, maybe there's some beef with the Asians. I don't know. In Atlanta, ain't nobody got any problems with the Asians. They're just there. They're just nice. They do their little math or whatever. I mean, they don't cause any problems. And I was like, damn, y'all, there was a huge hatred for Asians 20 years ago in Mexico. Specific, and let me get specific, the Chinese. They did not like the Chinese at all. Like, damn, that's weird. Well, you're going to see here that both of these brothers actually do not like homosexuals, and we can argue about whether it's a choice or not. I think their actions are definitely a choice, but I believe homosexuality is just in you. These men that are going to church and then screaming, oh, I've been saved. I don't like men anymore. It's like, you always gonna like men. So it's weird that, Anton on the one hand and Corey, don't define me by something that I was born with. Don't define me by something I can't change, being black. But then on the other hand, judge you for being gay. You know, I feel where Corey's coming from. I feel both these brothers are coming from. It's like, well, shit, if I'm black, I'm a black man. But I feel where Anton's coming to is like, well, listen, race in America, we all know it's messy. So if Anton says I want to skip all this race stuff and, you know, define myself in terms of my religion, got no problem with that at all. But then we go to the place where shit, okay, you don't want to define yourself by something that you can't change. But then we over here with all these, you know, homosexual slurs and stuff. But we'll get into that. But I just thought that was interesting. All right, let's go.
Whether you're black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people. So why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black? Okay. And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay, well, trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
we was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
Now, Corey's like, listen, the people that captured you, they didn't teach you about Christianity? The slave traders, they didn't give you their book? Anton was like, no. I mean, I don't really think the Africans were praising the white Jesus before we went over there. Now, y'all can tell me, because Lord knows I am not the scholar on religion or race. But before Africans had any contact with Europeans, were they studying Christianity? Yeah, I was under the impression that black people, African Americans at least, now I'm not talking about whatever, I'm going to say I'm limited to African Americans. When we came over here, I was under the impression that we were given that book and we were not allowed to practice our own tribal stuff. That's kind of where maybe I'm wrong, but I see where Corey's coming from on that one.
To Los Angeles, and a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by
Gail says, shit, Jesus wasn't even a Christian. See, this is why I get out of it, because y'all know way more than me. All right. When y'all say Jesus wasn't even a Christian, that's why I'm like, okay, y'all, this is above my pay grade. Let's go.
The people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
we was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
I'm racist. I don't know a lot of racism in me.
Absolutely.
But maybe you can show me something I don't know.
We're gonna get there.
I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own
No, when Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I believe we can have a conversation like men. It's like a lot of stuff he said right now, I disagree with so much. But
both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't guaranteed. I'm not.
And I have the hopes that I'm gonna get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker. Right. That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we agreed on.
All right, is that a shot? I interpreted this to be a shot. I think this was the first, to me, this was the first shot. Like, all right, I think Corey was calling Anton a slick motherfucker. Do y'all agree? Or do y'all think Corey was like, no, I just don't like slick motherfuckers, I'm like, all right, Corey. I thought, and I think Anton played it cool, but I definitely think this was a shot.
I have the hopes that I'm gonna get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker. Right. That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we agreed on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we got there. But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day, and she said, "I know you hate what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blanking right now.
Oh my God,
Dr. Bryant." And I'm like, I don't hate nobody. Where do you get hate from? And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything, and I listen to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter. And I don't know how to get money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in it.
I say this too, man. Anton is the king of getting money on this YouTube stuff. Man, somebody write Anton in the chat, and I can just shout him out just as a YouTuber. No one works harder than Anton in terms of YouTube, and Anton is getting paid and deserves every penny. The money that he makes on all of his channels got 20, 30,000 people in the Patreon. And I think Anton was like, hey man, I'll give you some tips, Corey. And Corey was like, yeah, please tell me how to get this money. Now, here's another thing. Anton is huge on YouTube, one of the kings. But I will say, when I met Corey, we went me, Corey, Craig, we went out to dinner after I did the collab. You know, it was clear that Corey, I don't want to say he's bigger than YouTube, but, you know, he just does his show on YouTube once a week. Anton will put out 10 pieces of content a day. So Anton is killing it on YouTube, whereas Corey is kind of outside of YouTube, right? Corey is his own man. I really didn't appreciate that until, you know, we talked and I kind of got over there. Because I was thinking, okay, Corey's he's a comedian, but he's a YouTuber. Corey is, you know, huge, but not really on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's probably not big on TikTok, right? Whereas Anton is killing it, but on YouTube. Now, having said that, you killing on YouTube, you fucking killing it. Because Anton getting money, and he's earning every penny. I don't know anybody that works harder than Anton. So shout out to both of these brothers, both of them kings.
Season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you say, Anton, you know, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
and it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask on the mic. Goddamn.
Anton, just to clarify.
So, and I think Anton said that the woman who is talking is Corey's woman. All right. So this, according to Anton, this is Corey's woman who's talking.
Fine question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Is it, do you think Black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
No, I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people. And it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to, you know?
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and you know, programs and things like that.
The main way that they
need to be empowered to be racist, to be quite honest.
See, that's what I was going to say. That's the argument that Black people make, is that you can't be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wanted to become the president of the United States of America for the second time, almost get everything taken away from him. Literally. And he was basically being taken down by Black people. Kamala Harris, Letitia James, who was the, in New York, Fani Willis down in Georgia, all of those are black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris months before they actually started this campaign during the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct and if it's all about white people and all of the energy is going towards a person that black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America, but we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.
No. Take yourself out of it. We talking about the culture. It may not necessarily be you individually, but we as a culture fuck with him.
Fuck with who?
Barack Obama and his wife. We fuck with him. As a culture, we champion him. We absolutely do. And he didn't give y'all shit except for gay marriage.
You know I know that. That's why I ain't arguing with you on this
So
point.
absolutely I vote.
Are you independent? What do you?
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a straight up, up and down Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black people. They were the party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for, as conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit?
I don't.
I don't either.
That's what it's saying. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor your Republicans.
And we were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat no matter what, right?
And you hear these brothers talk about how they don't really get down with the homosexuals, and that's cool. Everybody has their preference, but I will say this, I've traveled, I've been around a little bit. It seems to me there are very, very few cultures on earth that are more homophobic than black people. Do y'all agree with that? I mean, it is particularly black men. And we're going to see where this devolves to. Like, so many black men. What's the whole pause thing? Pause, Dame Dash saying pause after every third word. Like, I bet white people are looking at it like, what the? Pause, pause. What is wrong with y'all as a culture? What did homosexuals do to black men? Why is it? You look at other cultures and they're like, they might not get down with it, but it's not this whole thing about, oh, don't say that I do this, or don't put me in that. I'll kill you. You gonna kill me? If you intimate, if you imply, I'll take your life. I don't know. Somebody put in the chat where that comes from. And I can't remember a time when it wasn't like that. I'm 49. Why is it that black men particularly, but black people, but particularly black men, I don't know a more homophobic group on this planet. I don't know where it comes from. There has been slavery all over this earth. Anton was right about that. There has been torture all over this earth. All over it. You say, oh, well, during slavery, black men, you can go back thousands of years and that was happening. It's happening today. Shout out to El Salvador. Y'all see that prison that they got over there, that CCOT? And y'all see when the president goes in with the reporters and all these people are in there, behind the steel cages and everybody's just quiet and looking all nice. Who heard the stories of them 49 brothers that got pulled out of there? And some of the shit that was going on in there. Horrific. It goes on all over the world. I mean, and I'm not talking about 1800. I'm talking about 800. I'm talking about 800 BC. All that stuff's been happening. So I just like, shit, man. I don't know why that is. And shout out to I can't even pronounce it. Kaka says, one of the oldest churches is in Ethiopia. No, Christianity isn't the white man's religion. A Christian is a follower of Jesus Christ. Why would Jesus need to follow himself? Okay. Great question. I mean, but if any of y'all read the slave narratives, which are also horrific, it wasn't a lot of Christians on those boats. They were practicing their own different tribal religions. But we could talk about Ethiopia and all that, and the point is well taken. Point is well taken. All right. But yeah, I don't know if somebody wants to explain to me where all of this homophobia, where it stems from, and why isn't it present in other cultures who have gone through some shit. And not just modern day, but I'm talking about, the 700s, the 400s, the 400 BC. It can't be that black people, I mean, are we going to make the statement that black people, not black people, strike that, African Americans as a group have suffered more than any group since time immemorial, since, 50,000 years ago or 100,000 years ago? Do y'all know what's going on in the Congo right now? I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but this is going to be a common theme where both of these brothers are like, we are not feeling the gays.
Party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for, as conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit.
I don't
either.
That's what it's saying. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republicans.
And we were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat no matter what, right? Regardless of what they stand for, regardless of the agendas that they push, regardless of how much nonsense that we see in our communities, regardless of how many Democrats actually destroyed our cities from Chicago to Detroit, all across the board. We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say there's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this.
That's the fundamental difference.
I'm gonna tell you.
I would tend to agree with that. And what they're doing with the money, y'all know about them damn leering schools in Somalia. I was about to say in Somalia. I mean, Minnesota basically is Somalia. And now they're talking about Ohio, and now they're looking at New York. And Mondami, what's he want, $2 billion to set up some daycares? I mean, I came up, I'm black in the South, raised as a Democrat. And you're like, oh, well, Democrats just want to help people. I mean, it does sound helpful to open up daycares. It does sound helpful to open up autism centers for adults. It does sound helpful to set up all these programs. But damn, man, when you follow the money. Now, I'll just be honest with you. I felt like the Democratic Party has moved away from all the Democrats. I don't know how black men in this country can really vote Democratic, but then Republicans, Epstein files with some problems too. I really do think we are really being controlled by an oligarch. We live in an oligarchy, if we're gonna be honest. Both the Republicans and the Democrats, we just out here by ourselves. You got to pay your rent the best way you can. Ain't nobody really gonna help you. I mean, whatever. Let's go.
It is. And you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you.
I'm listening.
Shout out to the
The
Tip
people in
Network.
charge are not Democrats or Republicans.
I understand.
Kamala Harris is allowed to do whatever she's done.
We get that.
This new president, he's allowed to do whatever he is willing to do, or they allow him to do.
Facts.
Everything is allowed. There are people in charge of this nation that flat out run shit. And if ain't
Correct.
nobody got the power to uproot them, then
We do.
we're going to keep having people paying a whole bunch of money for houses and a fire hydrant don't work in front of it, but they'll charge you for the fire hydrant in front of your house.
But we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate in the local elections.
Well, you
The
understand,
local-
you understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but you just missed it. We
I
have
haven't
a
listened. I heard
we
everything
have
you
le-
said.
we have a
I
less
can't
than-
wait till you tell me how voting
have a
makes a
less-
difference in this country.
We have a less than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens.
You're-
Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
People
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote, and
I'm
it's
gonna
so
show
funny.
up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant,
We had Republican presidents, we had Democratic
You're not
presidents.
even- you're not even
we in the
hearing what I'm
same
saying.
joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if
It
it's
matters.
local.
It
I don't-
matters.
If you
It
vote,
absolutely
that
matters.
means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Your
That's what it first-
ancestors,
that's-
your
It's
ancestors
so funny to
didn't
me.
do it like this. Because
Yo,
people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's a
It's
war.
all sucker shit
It's a
going on.
war every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem.
It's
We
here.
need physical wars.
It's not.
Until
it's our
motherfuckers ready to
ignorance.
jump it off,
It's not.
we gonna always be
not.
talking.
It's
But
not.
see, real gladiators don't talk. Real
No, it's not.
gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who
But
are you under control by?
It ain't, you under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do
these-
you think that
I
ICE
wanna know
agent
who
was
these-
able to shoot
I
that
want to
woman?
know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's
Oh my
what you would say to somebody.
All righty here. We go. Shout out to Anton. She did get shot in the head 3 times, but you know, she tried to run over an ICE agent. Apparently, I saw a report today, don't quote me on this, but not only did the ICE agent get hit, but he has internal bleeding. So, you know, if you got internal bleeding, you got hit. And not only did you get hit, but you got hit with a 3-ton, 4-ton, 5-ton vehicle. Which, by the way, and I can tell you this as an attorney, judges all over the nation treat vehicles as deadly weapons. So, you know, if you try to run over somebody with if you try to run over someone with a car and you succeed, we're talking vehicular homicide, but we can also be talking, you know, as a lesser charge, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Really, all vehicular homicide is homicide by a vehicle. These things are absolutely deadly. Now, you know, Anton saying, fuck old girl. That's a little hardcore, but listen, Anton in his bag. Okay, let's go. Big shout out to the real squoosh. And thank y'all for showing up. I can't believe we got 1,500 on the damn backup channel. I can't believe y'all found me. Let's go. Everybody hit the like button for your boy. Please hit the like button.
You don't know or whatever.
No.
But see, I'm on
You
the
missing
streets.
it.
I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or
I'm in
the ICE
Detroit.
agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I
This
said?
is so insane.
Is that what I said?
This
I
is-
said
this
when
is
the
so
cops
insane.
shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
Well, you know, and again, this is where theory and practice come into play. Theoretically, if a cop shoots you and it's unjustified, yeah, there's a lot you could do. There's a lot you could do in theory. And it has happened before. 1983's, you can file lawsuits, things of that nature, civil rights violated, all that. And those things have happened and they have worked. Cops in the past have gone to prison for abusing inmates, not inmates, let's say suspects. But if how do things generally work? So I see where Corey's coming from, but let's just technically speaking, yes, you can do things. Does it typically work? No, it doesn't. So I think that's where Corey was coming from.
It's so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that
cops.
one time
talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
Now, I think Corey had this argument in the cut. I think Corey knew coming in that this was going to be an issue and he was just waiting on it. And then when Anton said black people, he was like, oh shit, I'm ready. Oh, wait, my sound's fucked up. All right, I'm ready. I believe Corey had this one already prepared because it didn't really go with what Anton was saying. It really wasn't on point with what he was saying. But I think Corey kind of coming into this had a sense that Anton only talks about black people, which is a common criticism of Anton, but which is not fair because Anton does talk about white people. He does talk about everybody. Right? Anton's been on YouTube for 15 years. I don't know how long, 15 years, 14 years, 20 years. He's been on YouTube forever. He had a damn video where he was in a damn stadium or something. That shit was like in 2008. Anton's been on YouTube forever. So I am positive Anton has talked about everybody. Now I will say this. If someone took stats and been like, okay, does Anton talk more about black people than white people? I think the stats will probably bear out that he talks more about black people. But I will tell you guys, as a YouTuber myself, it is hard. I learned this lesson 3-4 years ago. It is hard to get black people to watch videos consistently about white people. It is. I will never forget, man. I was so excited to do a live stream. I did a live stream. And I was like, oh, this is going to kill him. And guys, for y'all who don't know me, some of y'all maybe don't know me. I'm a good live streamer. I don't live stream anymore, but your boy I was legit. And I did a live stream on a crazy story. And I was like, everybody's going to watch this. I broke it all down. Do you know who it was? It was on Britney Spears. If you don't know about Britney Spears, man, and what she was going through with her family, no, none of y'all fuckers watched it. None of y'all. Y'all now, Kevin Samuels, y'all will watch, he'll talk all about black women and all this and all that. Yeah, he'll have the random Mexican girl on. And there'll be 30,000, 40,000 in his live stream. But when it comes to white people, and I'm not like, oh, I'm doing this out of theory. I am telling you as a practitioner. I've been live streaming for years. Black people consistently will not, y'all won't watch it like that. And why would you? It's not like I can do a live stream about black people and they're watching it in Asia. In Asia, people are watching shit about Asians. In Mexico, people are watching stuff about Mexicans. Even in this country, white people are watching stuff about white people. Black people they watch stuff about black people. Now, here's another thing. And this was a saying 70, 80 years ago. Newspaper times. If it bleeds, it leads. If it bleeds, it leads. What does it mean? If you want to write something in the newspaper and it can be positive, no one's going to watch it. No one's going to read it if it's in the newspaper. But if it's got conflict, if it's bleeding, it's going to lead out. It's going to be on the front page. You guys can criticize Anton, but Anton is giving you what you guys watch. And this is not Anton. I haven't talked to Anton about this, and Anton might have a totally different view on this. So don't say that I'm speaking for Anton or Anton feels this way. This is my opinion, but it is what I have seen for years, secondhand, thirdhand, but also firsthand as a content creator. Y'all ain't gonna watch the positive stuff. Y'all are not gonna. I was hurt that nobody watched my Britney Spears. Her family was so gangster. They had her locked up. They had her doing shows. She couldn't drive. She couldn't medicate herself. They took her license away. Britney Spears was a slave. She was a modern day slave. She was making millions of dollars. They were giving her like $2,000 a week. But they had her up there dancing 18 hours a day. Y'all ain't gonna watch it. So I feel where Corey wants to, and I want to say Corey is genuine, but if everything that I just said, you guys might not know, content creators know. We've known it for years. Y'all are not watching positive shit. And typically speaking, y'all want to see people who look like you. Oh, lead attorney, I can't believe you said that. I fucking said it's the truth. Two things. Y'all don't really want to watch the positive stuff like that. Y'all want conflict. Fine. When was the last movie that you went to that had no conflict? Name one. Bambi has conflict. Lion King has conflict. Name one movie that you went to in the movie theater that had no conflict. You can't. You can't. Not if Bambi has conflict in it. It's a cartoon. And typically, you want to see people who look like you. So Corey's like, oh, when the last time you talked about white people? Now, Anton's audience is huge. So he has black people, white people. He has people from all over the world. But I do want to point out, man, I don't think this is necessarily fair, but let's go.
Ask you a question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time because it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not. I don't think you got people all the time.
Well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I talk about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You're too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking
no, you
loud,
talking loud.
and you still talking around.
What you
What did
trying
the
to do-
Caucasian male
what
do
you
to
trying to-
America
I'm not-
to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You
I'm not
dancing
getting into
around
that.
it,
No,
and
I'm
that's
not.
why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not
Uh-oh.
an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Now we're getting a little tight. Now, what we saw there was Corey asked a very pointed question. And Anton, in the beginning, he attempted to deflect. Corey said, hey, what have you said about white men and how they're destroying the country? What did Anton say? Anton said, well, listen, let's slow down. Corey said, no. No. Don't talk around this. Tell me, what have you talked about in terms of white people and how they destroy this country? And Anton said, listen, I don't want to talk about that, which is fair. Just because someone asks you a question doesn't mean you have to answer it. In the law, we call this pleading the fifth. I mean, you can plead the fifth. But I will say, and some of you guys might not know this, but if you plead the fifth, the judge and the jury, they are allowed to conjecture what your answer would have been. And they are allowed to take a negative inference. So they are allowed to agree with Corey, even though you didn't say anything. The fact that you pled the fifth, they can say, okay, Corey scored a point. You didn't want to answer, fine. We're not going to make you answer. Corey scored. Right? Maybe Anton hasn't done a video explaining how white people are destroying America. Now, that's a kind of a weird video to make. It's outside, I think, of Anton's content stacks. He's not, if he made a video of how white people are destroying America, I mean, what would the title be? White people destroying America. Who's going to watch that? So I think that could have been a way for Anton to kind of answer the question, like, that's a stupid video you're proposing. But I think Corey was making his point that, hey, man, your content is kind of one-sided. But to be honest, and I'll tell you this as a content creator, all of our content is one-sided. All of it. If you go to a channel that has 3 million views and it's talking about basketball, the video that they're going to put out on Thursday, what's it going to be about? Is it going to be about black people? Is it going to be about golf? It's going to be about basketball. ESPN, their channel, they get 1 billion views a month. One-sided. These girls that are doing these damn Sheen hauls, makeup tutorials, one-sided. These channels that are talking about fishing, one-sided. All channels on YouTube are one-sided. And I will tell you this, guys, if y'all don't know, it makes us as content creators upset. We as content creators, we want to give y'all more content. But if let's say, for example, I like to play chess. All right. Shout out to the Dogs, the University of Georgia, the Bulldogs. I was in my junior year, I was the chess club president. If I make a video about chess, none of y'all are going to watch it. You're not. YouTube penalizes us as content creators. And you can ask any YouTuber, they will back me up. YouTube penalizes us if we make content that is outside the box that YouTube puts us in. They put us in the box. They say, if you stay in the box, you're going to make a ton of money. If you go outside this box, you ain't going to make no money. A lot of content creators, we will make videos outside the box and we will not get paid. And we learn. We learn. So this is how YouTube works. Y'all don't see how YouTube has its pressures on us as content creators. Now, Corey might not know this because, again, Corey is a comedian. He's on YouTube and killing it, 15, 20,000 viewers in the chat every Tuesday. But I don't think he's really into the algorithm like Anton is, because Anton posts 5, 8, 10 times a day. Anton knows way more about the YouTube algorithm than Corey. And all content creators who know about the algorithm, we learn, man. We learn. So, but again, to go back, that would have been maybe a more fulfilling answer than to say, I don't want to talk about it. Because if I ask you a question and you say, I don't want to talk about it, I got you. I got you. Right? Now, let it go.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down, because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now.
Oh.
You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you.
Oh, look at his face. Let me back it up. Let me back it up slow motion. Look at his face. Look at his face. Boy, he did not
Caucasian
like
male's
that.
ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy.
Shout out, Dan.
Shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See,
let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
You're doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when I
that.
tell you.
I don't do that.
All right. What do y'all think about this? All right. Who's in the wrong? Who is in the wrong? Put A if you think Anton was in the wrong for that. Or put C for Corey if you think Corey was in the wrong. Who thinks who is in the wrong for that D sucking? Now, I will tell you, shout out to King said, man, that was disrespect. And it was. I'm going to tell you who I think was in the wrong. And this looks about to be about 50-50. And guys, the poll, thank y'all for doing the poll. The poll, I asked who won. I'll stop the poll right now. Who won? 53% of y'all said Anton won, and then 47 say that Corey won. So y'all are basically split down the line. Y'all are split on this. All right, now I will say, oh, and someone beat me to it. Someone beat me to it. Shout out to Lena. Corey was in the wrong. And Corey's my man. All right. But what did he say? Lena said, listen, Corey fired first by saying you kiss ass. Now, this is correct. Who knows what attorneys call this? There's a very specific phrase, man. If someone can guess this, y'all need to be in y'all's second year of law school. Who knows what attorneys call what just happened here? Does anybody know? And shout out, oh, I said Lena. Shout out the lens with Damian Taylor. I mean, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Does anybody know? Someone said instigation, no. Provocation, no. Fighting words, no. This is what happened. Bait and switch, no. Attorneys, we call this when Corey says you kiss white ass, and then Anton says, oh, I kiss white ass? Well, you suck black dick. Anton didn't just say that just to say it. Anton was following up on what you said. Attorneys call this opening the door. Corey opened the door to Anton's disrespectful comment with his comment. Corey opened the door. The back door, no, back door. It's not like Corey was just, shooting the stuff and then Anton's talking about sucking D. Attorneys, we say, listen, Corey, Anton shit, okay, it was out of line, but you opened the door to that. You, for someone who doesn't like all of this homophobic stuff, you said that Anton is kissing male buttocks. Now, both of y'all were supposed to be on one accord that y'all don't like talking about it, and now here you are saying that Anton has his lips between men's cheeks. Well, you opened the door. And Anton went right through it. He went right through it. This has been known to attorneys. This has been known for decades. We've had that for decades. A judge will tell you, hey, you're not supposed to say something. But then the witness will open the door, and now I can say it. And the other side says, Judge, you said it. You said Lee couldn't say that. Well, the witness opened the door. Anton, you shouldn't have been so disrespectful. Well, Corey opened the door. So, shout out to Tasha K. Corey hates Tasha K. Tasha K says, when you go low, I go to hell. I think Anton, for all the Christian that he is, Anton went straight to hell.
Now, what did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something.
I don't suck. I just caught D's face. Let's look at D's face.
Ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing.
Oh, wait, let me see if I can back it up. Look at Corey. Corey like, Lead, I can't even believe he said that. I can't believe he said it. Look at your girl, man. That's crazy.
You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
You're doing it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's do 6. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that.
Wait a minute. Did they touch?
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
you say a lot.
See, and this is the thing. Who started it? Again, here we are with the homophobia. But how can this conflict come from homophobia when both these brothers say they don't like homophobia, and it all started from a homophobic content, a homophobic comment? This is why, it's like, man, this shit, I know it's intriguing. I know there's conflict. If it bleeds, it leads. I know we like, man, this shit fun up. But does it make sense? And now Anton, and y'all seen Anton in tons of interviews. Anton doesn't want to be in this predicament, but at the same time, Anton is a man. So if someone run up on you like this, you can either run away or you can stand your ground. And man, shout out to Anton. Anton stood his fucking ground. Now, again, I have met both of these brothers in person. I will tell you that Corey is bigger than Anton. But then also Corey might be 10 years older than Anton. I know both of the brothers, they say black don't crack, but I believe if somebody knows Corey's age, somebody put it in the chat. I believe he's in his 50s. And Corey's bigger than Anton. Damn, y'all are saying Corey's 57. And what is Anton, like 45 or something like that? Y'all, Pat says Anton's 43. So, man, shout out, my sophomore year, I went out for football in the summertime. It's hot as hell. And we had a really good running back. And it's football, and it's hot, and coach ain't giving us enough water, trying to make us all hardcore. and tempers were hot. And, you know, on a football team, guys, a lot of people are friends and some people are not. They're just not. And I'll never forget, we had a really good running back, really, really good. And he made a play. And then a white boy, he's black, and a white boy who was on the offense, I was on defense, he was on offense, he hit the black dude in the butt. Like, good play. And the black dude turned around and fired off on him. As justification, he's saying, oh, that's gay, don't hit me in the ass. If you touch a man's ass, a lot of people are going to say that is gay. But you got to look at the context. NFL, they pat each other all the time on the ass. NBA, all the time on the ass. And these are real men. These are serious men. But they touching each other's ass. But they didn't really like each other. And, you know, the black guy used it as a justification. Why is it that homophobia can raise to this level so quickly? Like, what is... You know, and shout out to Corey. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, where is all this coming from? Now, I will say I have represented, especially early in my career, tons of criminal defendants. Sometimes they got to go to jail. Sometimes y'all got to go to prison. What's the dude, the comedian, Sadiq? What's his name? Sadiq Ali? Ali Sadiq? He was in prison. And he did a comedy skit, and he was talking about how some dude had said something about him sucking dick or something like that, and he immediately had to go to his cell and put on his boots. And you know what that means? And that's prison mentality, because you can't let other people hear that someone said that about you. That's prison mentality, street mentality. And the way that Corey is reacting, I will say, it seems, and again, I started out this live stream talking about that. It's kind of this street mentality. Like, man, you cannot say this stuff to me. Now, I'll be honest with you. If these two brothers were talking on the phone and Anton said that, I don't think you would see this. I think Corey would check it, but it wouldn't be this level. You see this level when other people are watching. There was 15,000 people in the chat. So Anton said, "Hey man, you gotta you sucking D," and Corey had to go and put on his boots. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, you know, Corey's so, you know, homophobic or this or that. That must mean he is gay." I don't think that's the case. Because a lot of people in prison, you cannot be homophobic, but you cannot let people try you. Not in public. If they come to your cell and you in there alone and they whisper something, I mean, you still might got to check them because they might tell other people. But if it's in private, you don't necessarily see all this. But with 15,000 people in the chat, guys, shit. And I will tell you, as a content creator, both of these men make millions of dollars on their brands. I did not appreciate this when I was just an attorney before I became a YouTuber. Brands mean so much. You cannot let somebody disrespect your brand. You can disrespect me all you want. But if my brand is telling you about Backdoria, my brand is telling you that I never folded, my brand is telling you that maybe I would be further along if I had gone with the Backdoria, and now you're telling me my whole brand is about not participating in Backdoria, and you're telling me in front of 15,000 people that I suck D. I'm right here with it. I'm telling you guys, as a content creator, this is where it's going to lead when you disrespect a brand. If these two men were talking on the phone in private, it would not have gone this way. And now, you know, that's Corey's brand. And what is Anton's brand? Anton got 20, 30,000 in his Patreon. Anton tells people what to do. Anton gives advice to people. Anton is up here and y'all are down here, and Anton is dropping game. You think I'm gonna let this dude come and sun me? What are my 30,000 Patreon members gonna think if I get sunned? What are my 1.8 million subscribers gonna think if I get sunned? I'll die right here by this fucking table before you sun me. My brand gives me $200,000 every 30 days. I will die before I let you disrespect my brand. Do y'all get where I'm coming from? A lot of y'all are just seeing this man to man. This is brand to brand. This is brand to brand. This is absolutely where it's going to lead. So, I mean, there are layers to this, guys. This is not just, two dudes trying to get their stuff off. These are 2 million, multi-million-dollar brands. Corey has his Backdoria brand that he's against Backdoria. So Anton will never be allowed to say that Corey participates in Backdoria when Corey's whole brand is against Backdoria. And Anton's whole brand is giving advice, providing leadership, being a leader, being a leader of the bag chasers. He's a leader. You will never get along with Anton if you try to lead him. He is the leader. And his brand is throwing off so much money. Anton would have died at that goddamn table. So shout out to these brothers. I mean, once it gets to that point, you can't really avoid it. All right, let's go. But I hope y'all are seeing where I'm coming from. I'm trying to give y'all a behind the scenes. Y'all can watch all the videos, reaction videos that y'all want about this. I'm telling you behind the scenes. Again, I've met both these brothers in person, collaborated with both of them, and I'm a content creator. I know what I'm talking about. This ain't man to man right here. This is brand to brand.
Shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. So fix
You're doing it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You're doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's do 6.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit? Oh, you
don't give a fuck about what you talk
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
We good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking.
What did Anton just say? Anton said, "You're not bossing up on me." That's That's my whole point. You will never boss up on Anton. And you will never say that Corey participates in Backdoria. These are central concepts to their whole brand. It's too much money, guys. Y'all are watching money right here. It looks like it's man-to-man stuff. It's money to money. It's too much on the line.
Microphone right now. I'm going up back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth. You running your mouth. I don't do no doing this shit for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to say
I'll show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm an
and shout out to this. Moet says this is a childish. Moet Bless says this is a childish fight. And I understand where Moet is coming from, but this shows me that Moet does not understand brand. Moet does not understand reputation. And Moet does not understand millions of dollars. It's a lack of understanding. From the outside looking in, it does look like a childish fight. It's a novice type of perspective. It's one that looks at the veneer. It doesn't look at the underneath. And this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. This is complicated. And this is, Corey could have avoided it by opening up the door. But once you go down that road, you're down it. Anton's not gonna. When you back a man into a corner, it is not a childish fight. You can call it a fight. You can call a lot of things, but it will not be childish. Not when millions of dollars and reputations and brands are on the line. This is a very unsophisticated view. Shout out to Moet. But this is why I'm doing the stream. To give you guys insight. This could have gone really bad.
You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to
I'll
say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I'll let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm gonna extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how they call this nigga out his name. Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this
because
my
I take
show.
that-
This
cool,
my
that's
show.
Cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking
I
about.
don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do
Come
shit.
at me with that dick sucking
You're
shit
not gonna
again,
do
nigga.
shit. You're not gonna
Come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go all
I'll
back
tell
right
you
now.
the fuck I am.
We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go all back right now.
Wow.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too.
And again, now they talking about how much money they got. And we all know Anton got a ton of bread. Corey got a ton of bread too. I do wonder if Anton, who put in the chat what you think would have happened if Anton would have said one more time, if Anton would have looked in Corey's face, looked in his eyes and said, "You suck dick." What would have happened right here? Put it in the chat what you think would have happened if
Don't dick suck, my
Anton would have said
nigga.
it one more
Man, fuck
time.
what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do
Come
shit.
at me with that dick suck.
So right here, if Anton would have said it right here, what do you think would have happened?
You're
shit
not gonna
again,
do
nigga.
shit. You're not gonna
Come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go
I'll
all back
tell
right
you
now.
the fuck I
We
am.
can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go all back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, I'm
No,
good.
it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for it. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like it,
If you want to
okay,
get back to the
but
conversation,
don't-
we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not
ain't no
listening to
dick
none of that
suckers
shit,
up
bro.
here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation,
Long as
we
you
can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not
'Cause that ain't
you
not-
not that tough.
What we got here?
no more everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro.
Everything straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro though.
And I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. Just-
He said what he said, so I'm gonna respect him on that.
Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people? How do
In
we
what,
become
today's
Christians?
time or
No,
historically?
sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So
Now, and I will tell this big shout out to Anton because through all of that conflict, Anton just seamlessly transitioned into the next conversation. Look at Corey's face. Look at Corey's face. Do you think Corey has moved on? Anton ain't stuttering. Anton is getting this shit off about the next topic. Let's go next topic. Look at Corey. Corey is anywhere in the world but the next topic. All right, Corey's still hot. And again, with the brand shit, you gotta respect it. But big shout out to Anton from trying
So
to
it
keep
depends
this
on
thing
the-
moving. Big shout out. I mean, that's hard to do what Anton's doing. Just move right along to the next topic. That's very difficult.
You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person. And that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because
Right.
everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
That's not true, because I know some good
the
Caucasian
teachings
white
of
men.
Jesus.
And I know
they
some
kept
bad
slavery.
Caucasian white men.
Okay,
Okay,
right,
so
correct.
look, check this
So that's
out.
the
This is
main
what I
point, but let's
listen.
keep
Listen,
everything respectful.
listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I
apologize.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
Big shout out. Big shout out to both these brothers. Number one, Corey is correct. I don't think Anton knew how that comment would incite Corey. Now, I will say this, Corey opened the door to it. Corey absolutely opened the door to it. But when Anton said it, I don't think Anton knew it was going to go this way. Like, it's like if it's your first week in prison and you get in it with somebody and you say that and now they're shanking you, you're like, wait a minute. Wait, why are you shanking me? I just said USD, like we were just chopping it up. And you're on the floor dying. You're like, oh, I'm in an environment where that don't go. Now, so that's the first thing. I don't think Anton knew he was in prison. Or he was talking to a man with a street mentality. He didn't appreciate that. He didn't recognize it. And when Corey said, listen, now that I've caught my breath, I'm going to tell you what happened. You didn't realize my mentality. You didn't realize where I'm coming from. What did Anton say? He's like, I'm my bad. Like, that's right. That's beautiful. Because that's exactly, hey, man, stop shanking me. I'm sorry that I said that. All right. I don't know. I see what y'all are saying in the chat, and y'all are like, oh, Anton is from Detroit. Anton is from Detroit. Look at how they're dressed. Anton got on $2,000 pair of glasses. Anton got on a probably $40,000 Rolex. Y'all know where Anton's coming from. Anton's got an accountant. You can be from somewhere, but Jay-Z, where is he from? Brooklyn or something? Y'all see him on the streets? I mean, you just move differently, and you can kind of be like, hey, all right, especially when they open the door. But we ain't gonna get down about that. But I can see where, hey, we have all said stuff that's kind of come out in the heat of battle. And then you recognize it and you say, my bad. That's exactly what Anton did. So you got to give him props for that. And you got to give Corey props for identifying what the problem was. Like, you just didn't recognize.
Respectful.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state.
100%. Corey has a certain mind state. Men in the street have a certain mind state, and you can't talk to them any type of way.
And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I
apologize.
Okay.
That's
hey, bro,
beautiful.
I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate
beautiful.
that because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically. But I have a switch.
I do too. When I'm a man, just like
I
you.
respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad,
We
brother.
good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you I'm just trying to let you know
We good.
that when we talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up, that's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying like, I could get back straight. When I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is. And then we shake hands and we keep it moving once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton. My mind is set up when people do things like I call it backdooria on my show. When people throw that at you, it's a set off. And I'm saying like, I ain't trying to get set off.
I mean, Corey is exactly right. Pat says street dudes are sensitive as hell. This is 100% correct. But this is correct, but there's a reason for it. It's for survival. Because if you a street dude, you in the streets. And what do they say? The streets are always watching. And if you show any type of softness, if you allow any type of disrespect, the streets saw it. So you got to be hyper. What you say? How many black men have died over disrespect? How many hundreds of thousands of black men have died? It's particularly street dudes. You know who's not dying over disrespect? Black accountants, black surgeons, black presidents, white presidents. Bill Gates ain't never dying over disrespect. A street dude will lay down his life in a heart. Oh, you shouldn't have disrespected me. Let's go die together. And this is something that I really wish wasn't, so prevalent in our community. If you walk up to Bill Gates and say, what's going to happen? If you walk up to Elon Musk, if you walk up to Warren Buffett and say, what's going to happen? You walk up to Corey and say that you walk up to some of the brothers on the street, it's life or death. Why? Oh, well, that's your manhood. Bill Gates ain't a man. Y'all heard what he did in that island, but he not a man. He was doing some mannish things. I really wish, this wasn't, and I'm not blaming Corey because, if I was from the streets, I'd feel the same way. I'd feel the same way. Somebody in the chat, shout out to Big JL, King Von, what'd he die for? No, what did Nipsey die for? Nipsey of all people. Somebody write what he died for. He disrespected the wrong person. What did he call him? Does anybody, was he married to Lauren London? I'm from the ATL. Like, to me, I don't know who y'all are fucking with. What's the Gooding lady that y'all like or whatever? The whole, like, what's Jonathan Major's wife or whatever? For me, it's Lauren London. You called a black man a snitch, and for that, he called that black man a snitch, and he's dead. I'm a street dude. You're dead. Pat says, street dudes are sensitive as hell. He's 100% right. Shout out to Perry Unlikely. Perry knows. He called that man a snitch. 2 minutes later, he was dead. The man shot him with 2 guns. How mad do you have to get somebody for them to shoot you with 2 guns? Pat is exactly right. These street dudes, man, I call you a snitch and now I'm dead? That sounds sensitive. And this ain't hate for Corey because we see, Corey's not the only street dude. Shit.
think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying like,
Well,
by me not
but
knowing
see,
you,
I don't believe you,
said
Corey.
that-
I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do,
Can
absolutely.
you give me an example?
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me that I don't necessarily care about.
I ain't said nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose what's disrespectful because you applying it to you. It's other people out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this
Go
last
ahead,
part.
land.
But I get it because you don't know me and I don't know you. So you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person. I told you before the show, I said I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because the only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for whatever reason. They want to be ready to do something. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses. They trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever's happening out there, but I'm saying like I'm still standing on this. I'm standing on this. If a man walking up to me with some homosexual talk, like I could take, I said this before, I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house because I know what's gonna happen if it go bad. The house gonna get towed up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying,
I feel you.
there's certain things that we as men cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my opinion with niggas that I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that? Because it's like, that's their homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's all I'm saying, black man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen. That's where you at. So I'm gonna respect that.
Thank you, brother.
It's simple as that.
I don't want no drama.
It's simple as
I
that.
swear I don't want no drama, man. My life is good.
Mine's is too.
I
Big shout out
believe
to
you.
Money
My
Man.
life is good.
I'm with
man.
you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want you to come up here for that. It's just the simple misunderstandings that we as men can have. I think older black men like us need to make sure there are boundaries that simply can't be crossed when men are talking. And if you tell me a boundary, Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you, I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary. When I'm talking to Willie D don't like when you call him nigga. And I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like
Now, I disagree with Anton here. I agree with him, but I disagree. I agree with him, but I disagree. Anton said he doesn't have any boundaries. Let me get his exact words.
I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me.
Anton says he doesn't care if someone says something about him. I 100% think Anton is telling the truth because I feel the same way. If you are on the internet, guys, on this phone, I get thousands of comments. Some of y'all love me, some of y'all fucking don't. Your boy was sending me death threats through super chats. The Cuban link. I had someone just a couple of weeks ago blazing video after video after video for a video that I made 4 years ago. He was mad. I made a video 4 years ago. He come out the blue. The lead attorney's a bitch and the lead attorney's this and that and this. And I was laughing. You cannot have soft skin if you're going to be a content creator. And I'll tell you something else. Even before I was a content creator, I was a lawyer in Georgia, in the South, as a black man, going up against these old white men. And the shit that they will say, even some of these judges on the slick shit. Oh, lead attorney, you're here with the public defenders, right? and I got on a $2,000 suit. But I'm with the public defender's office. But you don't say that about any other white, any other white attorney, just me. And that's the judge that's going to hear my case. Man, we damn near get to fist fighting. There is nothing you can say to me that's going to offend me. Not after 25 years of being an attorney, 5 years of doing this bullshit. Anton got on there with Dr. Phil. Who saw that Anton, Dr. Phil, Jesse Lee shit? What can you say to him after that? The negative press that he got? The negative press. I mean, Anton was in the Anton does panels. People come at Anton all day. You will never get under his skin. I 100% agree. And that's why when Corey's like, how do you even operate like that? Anton, like, what can you say? You gonna say that I suck D? That's the best you got? You think I'm gonna lay down my life for that? I got a wife and kids. I'm making $2 million, $3 million, $4 million a year, but I'm supposed to throw it all away because you said I suck D? You the idiot to me. But then go, oh shit, you the idiot. What kind of man are you? You gonna let somebody disrespect your reputation? You gonna let somebody disrespect your manhood? I see both sides. I'm with Anton on this. If you got a family and they just yapping, and people yap on, y'all don't have a YouTube studio. If you're a content creator, you got a YouTube studio. I can open up my damn phone right now and show you 1,000 negative comments in 5 minutes. I went on a day. I didn't know this. Y'all might know this. I went on Corey's show. Before I went, someone said, hey man, don't look at the chat. When you get on Corey's show, there is a 70-inch TV. Y'all can't see it. Like, so y'all are looking at the table. Right in front of the table is a 70-inch TV. It could be 92-inch. And all it has is the chat modified. They were roasting my ass in the chat. I didn't know they did that. You think Anton cares? I went on the Keep It a Buck podcast. It was virtual. I was reading the chat. Someone said I look like Sam Cassell with an oral BBL. That's the fucking worst insult I ever got in my life. Sam Cassell with an oral BBL. That nigga ugly as hell. I'm supposed to throw my life away for that? But when Anton says, when Anton says, you know, there's nothing that you can say to me that's going to get under my skin, I 100% agree with Anton. Now, he said, you know, what if someone comes up to him and he's with his mother and he's with his wife and he's with his daughter and the dude starts talking crazy? You know, I think Anton will start, you know, one thing is insult, another thing is threat. Let me just say that. I think Anton can absolutely ignore any insult. I think Anton's going to stand up to threats. But just words, just insults? Corey's not built like that. Corey's a street dude. You can't just yap off at the mouth with Corey and expect for it to go well. These are two different perspectives. I see both sides, but I'll be honest. Me, my person, all the shit that I went through, 25 years as an attorney, doing this shit for 5 years, I'm 100% on Anton's. There ain't shit you can say to me, especially if that Sam Cassell bullshit. Let's go.
Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you, I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary.
I'm not.
When I'm talking to Willie D don't like when you call him nigga. And I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in. I only care about my real life.
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all the time.
No.
See, this is nothing.
You did not hear what I said.
I said they do that shit all the time.
You see it in the chat. You see it in the comments. All of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just talk. The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real life, my life is great.
Right. Let me tell you something. On the chat, go ahead.
My point is that I don't take nothing personal unless it gets personal, unless it gets physical. That's the only thing I'm up on. Anything else I can walk away from. I don't give a fuck about that. My life, I can walk away and I'm probably gonna never see that person again.
I understand. This is why the chat, I allow them, and in fact, I encourage them to be themselves in the chat, because this is a computer screen. But one thing I will say about this is to the youngsters especially, because they're the ones who really don't know. I'm talking about 35 and under. When you in a man's face, you have to watch how you talk to them, because face to face is a lot different than the computer. On the computer, I got
let me ask you a question.
Motherfuckers saying all kind of shit about me on the computer.
Ask you a question.
But if they in my face saying that to me,
let me ask you a question.
It can go bad.
What?
I'm not saying I'm not.
No, hold on.
I'm not acting tough.
I'm asking you a real question. Why do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like, what is it in you that gets bothered by a switch?
Okay, so listen to me. Manhood is all we got left. You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on this.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
If we don't have our manhood, we ain't got nothing. So when a man,
let me stop it right here. How do y'all feel about this? Corey says, it's about manhood. And if you don't got manhood, you ain't got nothing else. How can you disagree with that? Do you see rich white people, rich white men beating their chests about manhood? Do you see rich Italians, rich French, like rich Europeans, like they're getting the fucking money? Warren Buffett, he's talking about stocks. Why is it always us? Well, lead attorney in slavery, there was a thing called buck break. Okay, well, maybe we can chalk it up to buck breaking, but is that a trauma? And if that's a trauma, should we try to break the cycle? Should we try to get out of it? Is it hurting us? Is it hurting us that black men want to throw their lives away for manhood? Well, lead attorney, this is my street, 67th Street, and nobody better come on my street. This is about manhood. Don't fucking come on my street. I'll kill King Von. You don't understand manhood, lead attorney. This is my block. This is, lead attorney, you don't understand manhood. And I'm not saying that's where Corey's coming from, but when you hear manhood, what are you really hearing, guys? When you hear manhood, what's underneath it? You're talking about city streets that you don't own. You're talking about someone stepped on your shoes. You stepped on my shoes. That's my manhood.
How do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like, what is it in you that gets bothered by a switch?
Okay, so listen to me. Manhood is all we got left. You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on this.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
If we don't have our manhood, we ain't got nothing. So when a man walk up to you and say something flirtatious to you, when a man walk up to you and say something where he's challenging your manhood and things like that, trust me, I don't care how savage it may seem. When you're dealing with a man, you can set a man off if you in his face and you saying things that are not. I'm not talking about somebody just saying anything. I'm talking about there are certain things, like I can't walk up to a man walking down the street with his wife, Anton, and say, man, your bitch thick. I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across the board. You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody, and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you. You wrong, bro. You wrong is two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. I fuck with you. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me when you say you can't disrespect people. With what? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm gonna disrespect you online, but then you can't do nothing in person.
Well, trust me.
That's not. No, I'm not saying do that.
I'm not saying what you're wrong about. But listen, talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And if I'm so disrespectful, what do I do to be disrespectful online? Because you said I'm disrespectful online.
You just
I would
said,
like to know.
You said out of your own mouth that you will be disrespectful online. It ain't even. Yes, you did. You just said that.
Disrespectful online?
You said you can disrespect. It's different if you disrespect somebody online versus doing it in real life.
No, I didn't say what I would do.
How is it different?
I said if somebody in the chat room is saying something disrespectful about me, I don't hold that against them because they're
What
typing.
about when you're talking about real people?
What do you mean?
If you comment on somebody and you give your opinion on real people.
I don't want to go back and forth. I'm trying to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Do you hear me when I say
what you're saying?
Whatever I say online, giving an opinion of something is different than if
I said disrespectful. How can you determine whether or not somebody feels disrespected?
Well, feelings is one thing, man.
You felt some type of way?
Yeah, because ain't nobody finna stand in front of my face and talk to me like they on my level when it comes to homosexuality. Like that'll start a war. That'll start a war.
We can agree to disagree. I think you're wrong, bro. I think I personally, I'm telling you directly.
Let me hear this one more time. All right, so is that what we're saying? Is we're saying all the homophobic tendencies in our culture as Black men is it because of the buck breaking? Put yes if you think it's because of the buck breaking, or put no if you think it's for something else. But damn, we're still killing ourselves 400 years later over this buck breaking. Like you bet you can say a lot of shit to me, but you better not call me gay.
How can you determine whether or not somebody feels disrespected?
Well, feelings is one thing, man.
You felt some type of way?
Yeah, because ain't nobody finna stand in front of my face and talk to me like they on my level when it comes to homosexuality. Like that'll start a war. That'll start a war.
We can agree to disagree. I think you're wrong, bro. I think I personally, I'm telling you directly, you're hypocritical.
Okay, well, you can say that. I don't think I'm gonna win that argument.
I'm going to war because you call me gay. All right, let's go to war. Let's go to war.
What I am saying to you, Anton, is when you are talking to men face to face, trust me when I tell you this, man, it's different than online. Face to face. I'm the
same person in real life as I am online. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. Right? Anybody, listen, I go city to city. I'm not an online nigga, bro. Like, I create content online, but I really am out in every single city. I done visited almost every single state. I have real meetups in real life. I shake hands. I kick it with people in real life, and I go out there and kick it with the people. I'm not different online than I am in real life. People may think that because they may have never met me in real life, but I keep the same energy. I reciprocate. Or I'm willing to walk away unless it goes up. If it's gonna go up, then it's just gonna go up and we just gonna figure it out from there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up.
See, I'm not
gonna talk about you online. Hold on. I'm not gonna talk about you online. And then when I see you in real life, I'm gonna be like, man, you know I'm just playing. I'm not that type of nigga.
Yeah,
either I fuck with you or I don't.
But see, that's just one scenario, Anton. What I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying it to offset what you just said. I'm trying to talk to you now.
And I'm not a tough guy either.
I'm not either.
I'm not a tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy. I don't even want to perpetrate like I'm a tough guy. But what I'm saying is, when men stand between each other, there is energy that is being transferred. And trust me, when men disrespect each other face to face, motherfuckers can die.
I agree.
That's why when I'm talking to a man, especially face to face, I try to make sure I don't go over the line. And if I ever go over the line, I can apologize.
Is what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying and I agree with you.
Right.
Why is it only face to face? That's where we disagree at.
Well, anything I said, I will say in the face of a man that I said it about.
All right, well,
I don't go there to try to I don't have to shock jock. Even though that's something that people say easily. Oh, he's shock jocking. No. Anything I've said about anybody, I will say right to them if they standing in front of me. And I would like for somebody like to research the internet on things I've said and show me that I wouldn't say something to somebody if they were standing there. The only thing I said I wouldn't say to somebody if they were standing there, because I saw Charles Barkley in the airport one day. And I realized how big he was when I saw him in the airport. Now, I've said things about Charles Barkley. If he was standing in front of me and he said, say that shit now, I'll be like, We black, man. Come on, let's calm down. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only one.
You know what the problem with this show today is? We got to do a part 2. Because we ain't talked about none of the shit that we supposed to talk about.
That's why, because we can't say dick sucking in front of each other, brother.
Well, I
swear
know that now, right? I get it.
And I appreciate you for giving me that, because that shit, I forget I'm still Corey, because I don't live a life of getting into it with people. I really don't.
No, Corey, you pick on people that you think ain't gonna respond to you.
Now, give me an example.
Corey, you pick your targets based off of what you think they ain't gonna do. And that's why you feel comfortable saying some of the wild shit that you say online.
But I asked you this, and I'm gonna ask you again.
I'm not gonna say
give
no
me an
names.
example.
No, I'm not gonna say no names.
You can't give an example.
No, I can't.
Well, and again, from this point, Corey is exactly right. If you make a statement and say, "Hey, you're wrong because of this," and then the person says, "Okay, we'll explain," and then you say, "No, I'm not going to give any details," then you're in the wrong, because you're the one making the proposal. You're the one making the proclamation. You're the one making the statement. You need to back it up with details. You say, "Oh, well, you don't pick on certain people." Okay, give me an example. No, I'm not going to give you an example. Well, that's your L. As an attorney, I'm saying that's your fucking L. And if you want to win more arguments, if you're going to make statements, you got to be able to back them up. So Corey is right to call this out and just say, "Hey, man, give me an example."
Will you please
because I don't want to implement nobody into this that that'll be bad. That's not a good thing.
Well, do you understand by you saying that?
I like to speak
By
from my
you
own
saying
perspective.
that, it sounds like babble.
But you know it's not babble. It's real, and you know it's real. That's why you laughing.
I'm laughing at you because you didn't. I had to ask you twice so far.
You
said I
targets
pick on people,
carefully.
and I said, "Give me."
Corey is exactly right. If you're going to say something about me, a generalized statement, and I tell you to particularize it, you're making a generality about me. Fine, particularize it. I don't want to do that. Well, you lost.
Give me an example.
You pick your targets carefully, very carefully.
So you can't give me an example
because
that's the third time.
I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You tiptoed around Dave Chappelle.
You talking about the last time I said something about it?
You tiptoed around Dave.
I'll give you that.
Oh, well, shit. Well, shout out to somebody write Anton in this motherfucker. I mean, sometimes you get exactly what you asked for. Sometimes you get exactly what your ass asked for. And it hurts. Now, I will say this. To me, as an attorney, that last part right there, in terms of communication, you will never see anything more beautiful. Someone makes a generalized statement. The other person says, "Well, prove it." The speaker proves it. And then the listener says, "You're right." To all the men in the chat, if your woman could do that, you would never argue. If she'd be like, "Damn, you're right, Lee." And just like that, no ego, no pretense, no, "Oh, I got to puff my chest out." If she could just say, "Oh, you got me." What divorce for what? As an attorney, when I have y'all on the witness stand and y'all are wriggling and writhing, y'all don't want to answer the question. Damn, I did say that. I got your fucking deposition right here. Turn to page 130, line 12. You said it right here. Why did I have to open up the deposition? Why couldn't, when I just asked you, why couldn't you just told me and be like, "Damn, you right"? That would have saved you embarrassment. It would have saved me time. I'm just telling you as an attorney, you will never see communication more beautiful. That's gay, lead attorney. Can't say the word beautiful. This was beautiful. 95% of all communication problems could be solved if two people, man to man, woman to man, man to woman, or woman to woman, parent to child, adult child to adult parent, if people could be like, "Hey, you did this. Well, prove it." "Okay, here's the proof." "Damn, you got me. You right." I don't really know how this got out of hand after this. To me, like, what if these brothers would have started out like this before, it never would have happened. Shout out to Corey. He showed no ego. It's so hard for a man to lay his ego aside. It is so hard, especially when there's a brand connected to it. Anton, you proved me wrong, pimp. You're right. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Shout out to both these brothers. Shout out to Anton and shout out to Corey. This is amazing.
I'm laughing at you because you didn't. I had to ask you twice so far.
You pick your
said
targets
I pick on people,
carefully.
and I said, give me an example.
You pick your targets carefully, very carefully.
So you can't give me an example?
Because
that's the third time.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You tiptoed around Dave Chappelle.
You talking about the last time I said something about it?
You tiptoed around Dave.
I'll give you that.
You tiptoed like a ballerina.
But now I'm gonna give you that.
No.
But what did I tiptoe about?
You would not have did that shit on a regular motherfucker. You know that Dave Chappelle's last Netflix special was not it.
And I tiptoed around it.
And you tiptoed around it because you didn't want to smoke.
Shout out to Corey.
Overall. And so you pick and choose your targets carefully.
You say I didn't want to smoke.
No, because you didn't want the backlash.
Okay, but look, let me say this because you brought it up. I did tiptoe around how I really feel with the last special because I'm not gonna lie. It's everything that I said the time before when I spoke about it. Hot trash, no jokes. In the future, when people watch it, they don't know him like we know him now in this culture. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" I'll give you that. I did tiptoe around his special, and you know what?
And
I can live with that.
And
I can live with that. But what else? I ain't trying to think of nothing else. But I'm saying I think that was kind of.
And
you found a way to bring that nigga into it.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig, but they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge you.
Now you trying to turn?
No. You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer.
Well, this is a little bit. Anton says you asked me for feedback. Corey did not ask for this feedback. Corey did not ask for feedback at all. Corey said, "Prove to me that I tiptoe around certain people." Anton said, "You tiptoe around Dave Chappelle." Corey said, "You right." And Anton says, "And another thing, God damn it, Darlene." And Corey's like, "Wait, what?" What? Like Anton kind of expanded the scope. This is what attorneys call expanding the scope. When the judge says, "Okay, Lee, you can cross-examine this woman from here to here." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I'm over here, and then I go way over there. The judge says, "Wait a minute, you are expanding the scope of cross-examination." Corey said, "Give me people who I tiptoe around because I'm scared of them." Anton says, "Dave Chappelle." Corey's like, "Oh, damn, you got me." Then Anton says, "And another thing, what about Darlene and Craig?" This has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with what Corey was talking about. But okay, it's a conversation, right? We're not in court. It's a conversation. They flowing. All right, shout out to Anton.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig. But they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge you.
Now you're trying to turn.
No. You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, "You know what? I don't want to do that."
Okay.
Then you said, "Okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it." Okay, well, let's get to it then if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me. Can I respond?
Because
to that?
Darlene is real chill and she not gonna cause no friction. And Craig is happy to be here.
Okay, so can I say something about that?
See,
you don't cut me off.
Is that a shot? Is that a shot right there? Craig just happy to be here, nigga. I met Craig. Craig cool as hell. Is that a shot? Oh, Anton got into it. Anton got into it for this exact reason with Gil's Arena, right? Because Anton was talking to Gil, and Anton was like, "Gil, you the man. Like, I don't know why you're moving the way you're moving with your brand. You're everything. Them other niggas, they just happy to be there." And who got mad? What's the tall, light-skinned brother? What's his name? He did not like these. "I'm happy to be here. I got championships." What's the dude's name? He did not like. Anton got in trouble for this same thing. In trouble's the wrong word. Anton's the man, but he got that dude was not happy because he saw himself right here with Gil. Thank you, Kenya Martin. Thank you. That nigga was like, "Who is this nigga talking about?" I'm just happy to be here. So shout out to Anton. Anton went right into his bag and said, oh, he just happy to be at the table. He might not have meant it like that, but damn.
You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, you know what? No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Then you said, okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it. Okay, well, let's get to it then if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me can I
Because
respond to that?
Darlene is real chill and she not gonna cause no friction. And Craig is happy to be here.
Okay, so can I say something about
But
that?
see,
Well, you don't cut me
fuck.
off.
I don't give a fuck because
Did he mean it like that?
I'm rich too, so I'm cool. I got my own movement. I got my own motion, so I can tell you the truth. And I think that you also surround yourself with people that will not challenge you because you big dog to them.
Okay.
You big bro.
Okay, so let me say this since you brought up Darlene and Craig. Let me say this. You don't know our relationship. But
I know what
I'm doing more teaching. I'm doing more teaching on some real street level shit than I thought I would have had to do. But listen to me, Anton. You don't know me and her relationship.
I'm listening.
Maybe
I'll
the reason you don't get the results you want from her is because there's a certain level of respect that comes from me and her relationship. That's what I'm saying.
What? Anton doesn't get the respect from Darlene? What's the initial proposition? The initial proposition is that Darlene does not call Corey out on his BS. Corey is saying you don't understand our relationship. That's really not an explanation. Now, Corey could say, listen, you don't understand our relationship because she does call me out on my BS, but she calls me out on my BS behind the scenes. On camera, we don't do that. I'm the A mic and she's the B mic. That's just how it is. I'm Batman, she's Robin. Nothing wrong with Robin. Robin needs to be there. But Robin doesn't really check Batman like that. But when the camera's turned off, then she checks me. That would have been a full explanation. Him just saying, oh, well, you don't understand our relationship is not really confronting head on what Anton is saying. And I've seen that show, and it does appear that Darlene does not check Corey on screen, which doesn't mean it doesn't happen off screen. Y'all know I don't live stream anymore, right? But somebody write AV in the chat. Shout out to AV. When I was streaming with AV, me and AV were partners for years. And she wouldn't check me on stream. But then we get out of streaming, she got a lot of shit to say sometimes, which is fine, because I'm not perfect. But on screen, there was a dynamic. So if I would have told y'all, listen, she don't really check me on screen, but off screen, she be fucking giving it to me in my ear all the time, that would make sense. But Corey's he's not answering the real question here. If y'all listen to it, he's just not.
I know what I'm doing more teaching. I'm doing more teaching on some real street level shit than I thought I would have had to do. But listen to me, Anton. You don't know me and her relationship.
I'm listening.
Maybe the reason you don't get the results you want from her is because there's a certain level of respect that comes from me and her relationship. That's what I'm saying. You don't know, brother. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about you
speaking on her.
I'm not talking about you talking about her. I'm talking about when there's certain subjects that come up on your show.
We done argued on the air a million times.
Man, come on, bro.
I'm just
now,
saying.
and shout out to that does what Corey just said. We've argued on the show a million times. That directly refutes what Anton is saying. That is absolutely on point. So shout out to Corey. Corey went straight at it. Like I didn't know about the whole dynamic. I think Corey's trying to say I'm a man and she's a woman, and we both respect the masculine, feminine role. But putting that aside, we argue all the time. And shout out to Corey, because that is a direct refutation of what Anton is saying.
You speaking on her.
I'm not talking about you talking about her. I'm talking about when there's certain subjects that come up on your show.
We done argued on the air a million times.
Man, come on, bro.
I'm just saying.
Corey, sometimes you be on bullshit. Nobody call you out on.
Now I'm trying to teach you, but I don't think you catching it.
Okay, I'm observe.
You don't know my relationship with this woman. You don't know. So when you see it online and speak on what you see online, you can't really speak from factual things that are happening in the world, Anton.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, and with Craig, I don't know why motherfuckers say Craig don't have a backbone around me. Because one thing I say,
all right, so this is what we call in the law an admission. Like Anton said, listen, Craig don't stand up to you. And then Corey says, well, I don't know why everybody online said Craig don't have a backbone. You're agreeing with Anton. Now you're saying you don't know why Craig doesn't do it. But apparently a lot of people think Craig does not stand up to you. You're saying it. A lot of people are thinking that Craig is kind of a yes man, that he doesn't have a backbone. Your word, he doesn't have a spine, which is what Anton was saying. So maybe the Darlene thing, he was wrong, but you're saying in terms of Craig, a lot of people feel this way, right? Interesting.
Hey,
I didn't know people said that about Craig. Shout out to Craig. Cool brother.
And with Craig, I don't know why motherfuckers say Craig don't have a backbone around me. Because one thing I say that Craig beat most motherfuckers' ass I know. I see motherfuckers don't be fighting Craig. I see motherfuckers don't run up on him with that bullshit quick. The motherfuckers who I seen ran up on Craig way bigger than Craig. So the obvious needs to be said, because I believe that there's a lot of people who don't know the obvious, and I can't teach you that in an episode. But I'm saying, like, if you ever see me around any woman, Anton, if you see me around any woman, trust me, dues been paid, homie. And I can't say it no other way better than that. Dues been paid. That might not be something you will catch. I'm saying this for the streets. Dues been paid, homie. Trust me, man. Trust me. I don't be around just anybody. I can't let any type of woman just come with me and be connected to me in no way. I don't like that. If you around me, it's a reason you around me. And I'm saying, like, I don't know if I could graduate you to that next level of the conversation. And that ain't no disrespect to you. But I'm saying, like, you see somebody around me, oh, I ain't just got anybody around me. Dues been paid, homie. That's what I'm saying. And I ain't saying that tough either. I'm just trying to say it in a way where I hope you can understand. Yeah. Okay. So anybody around me, dues been paid. I don't let anybody around me. If you around me and dues ain't been paid, I'm trying to get away from you because I don't know you. And ain't no dues been paid. So I don't know you.
And we spoke right before the show.
Question for Anton.
So.
Anton.
What happened?
No, I'm not talking about.
No, I understand.
You get me?
I got that. I got that. But in my case too, whenever I choose to speak up or challenge him on anything or tell him, look, I don't agree with that or what have you, I won't keep delving into it because I don't see the point, because I know at a certain point with men like you at your age, there's not going to be any change. So why? I don't even bother with it. I just, I might say, I don't like that. I don't agree with that. And then if they want to, I'm not for it.
I'm with you.
That's it. I just don't like, I don't do that. I got way more important fish to fry. And I thought, I'm not going to change this man's mind on stuff. So I just don't even bother.
Coin rings. Thank you so much.
But another thing about the ladies, since we talking about this, see, whenever I see a woman with a man, most of the time, if it ain't your wife, I already say to myself, what is this fuck shit? Why is this motherfucker in the streets with you? That's how I feel about life. So I'm saying, like, that might be a prejudice that I have. I can admit, if a woman is in the streets with a man, what is this?
Why? Why do you care about that? Why is that meaningful to you?
No, it's not that I care at all, because it's not my business.
See, and we're going to listen to this, but what Anton doesn't realize is that this is a shot. And this is a very poor shot because it's unintelligible to anybody but Corey and maybe a few others. His chat didn't understand what he was saying. Let's go back and listen to it. But no one really knew what the hell Corey was talking about with this shot. And his chat didn't even understand what he was saying.
See, whenever I see a woman with a man, most of the time, if it ain't your wife, I already say to myself, what is this fuck shit? Why is this motherfucker in the streets with you? That's how I feel about life. So I'm saying, like, that might be a prejudice that I have. I can admit, if a woman is in the streets with a man, fuck is this?
Why? Why do you care about that? Why is that meaningful to you?
No, it's not that I care at all, because it's not my business. But I'm saying, like, if a man stepped to me with a woman and it ain't his wife, all I do is say to myself,
you mean like checking you?
Not checking me, brother. I'm saying, like, if a man has a woman with him,
okay,
and you know what I'm saying, it's not his wife, I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't want nothing to do with it. That's all across the board as I've gotten older and wiser. Like, if a man If a man got a woman with him and he say, hey, hold on, man, how you doing? This is my lady, so-and-so, so-and-so. It makes me say, okay, this is his lady. That's what that is. But I'm saying, like, if a man is in the streets with a woman, sitting next to a woman and all like this, whatever, and this bitch ain't been explained, I'm like, hold on, what the fuck is this sucker shit? Especially if it's imposed in any way. That's what I'm saying, G. And I know you know what I'm talking about because you ain't gonna act like you ain't smart. You smart than a motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if somebody introduces you, if somebody took the time,
I don't know what he's talking about.
If somebody actually walks in and takes the time to introduce you to somebody, that's being imposed. I'm like,
There's people in the chat say, what is Corey talking about? All the uninitiated.
Exactly. People in the chat were saying, what the hell is Corey talking about? And it was unclear to me. It was unclear to me as well. And it seems like y'all know what Corey is talking about. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And just as an attorney, and again, not a street dude, and not I don't know how Anton would classify himself. I'm talking in terms of being a professional arguer. This is terrible because you're talking in parables. If I am giving a closing statement, if I'm making a closing argument and I start talking like this and none of the jurors know what the hell I'm talking about, is that effective? If the judge is like, hey, Lee, man, I'm about to sentence your dude to 20 years unless you come up with some stuff. And I'm like, Judge, if a man sees another man and with a woman, but the woman doesn't really know who the man is, and the man hasn't introduced the woman, and I know you know what I'm saying. 20 years. This is not effective communication. It was a shot, but it was so slick that Corey said even his chat didn't understand what the hell was going on. That's not a good shot. That's not a good shot.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying, G. And I know you know what I'm talking about because you ain't gonna act like you ain't smart. You smart than a motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if somebody introduces you, if somebody took the time,
I don't know what he's talking about.
If somebody actually walks in and takes the time to introduce you to somebody, that's being imposed. I'm like,
There's people in the chat say, what is Corey talking about? All the uninitiated don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm like, uninitiated. Don't introduce me to, especially if I know that person.
That's how I believe that.
This is what I know. This is what I am. I admit that I am a C student.
In what?
In life and everything.
Okay.
And school and everything. I'm a C student. So the way I like to do it is I like for people to break it down to me like a C student. Help me to understand like I'm barely graduating. Break it down to me like a little child. The way that you would talk to a child, talk to me.
Right.
That's why I like to do it. And it's easier for me to digest it.
I like that you said that. But see, I'm at a stage of the game. I ain't got time to talk to kids.
Why not?
I don't got time to talk to kids. My kids grown. And I'm saying, like, if they asked me to go to the school and speak to the children, I would tell the children to do what's right. Because I know that's what they're supposed to do. I'll be like, listen, do what's right. Whenever you get that feeling like you're doing something wrong, then, step back and do what's right. That's what I would tell kids. That way I would be able to speak from the heart.
So you're one of those do what I say, not what I
No.
I said do what's right.
Let me tell you what my translation of that is. This is my translation of that. I don't want to substantiate my argument, or I don't want to break it down to where you'll actually understand it because you may be able to break down what it is that I'm saying. So I choose to only speak in riddles. And I also want to speak in parables because then I can say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it.
Anton is 100% right. If we're talking, don't talk to me in riddles. You say that you don't have time to talk to children. You don't have time to talk to kids. Well, don't put your communication in riddles. Don't you put your communications in kids' puzzles. If we're both men, just say it. You brought this fine ass black woman and you didn't introduce it. You don't have time to talk to kids, but you're talking in riddles to me. I'm 100% on with Anton on this. Now, again, it could have been maybe Corey thought that Anton was going to pick it up. So Corey was trying to, talk to him subliminally. No one else was going to know in the world, but Anton was going to pick it up. Anton was going to be the mind reader. or Anton was going to have that street mentality so that him and Corey could get on the same wavelength. Anton like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I didn't. I'm not a street dude. And apparently Corey says his chat didn't know. But apparently, just like Omar saying, Anton brought one of his artists, content creators who signed to him, this Mika lady. Mika apparently is a content creator. She signed to Anton, and Anton was trying to get her on the show. But then I guess Corey was saying that Anton did not properly introduce Mika to Corey. And so that's where the riddles come from. But I'm 100% on Anton. Like, don't talk to me in riddles, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Whenever you get that feeling like you're doing something wrong, then, step back and do what's right. That's what I would tell kids. That way I would be able to speak from the heart.
So you're one of those do what I say, not what I
do? No.
Let
me tell you what my translation of that is. This is my translation of that. I don't want to substantiate my argument, or I don't want to break it down to where you'll actually understand it, because you may be able to break down what it is that I'm saying. So I choose to only speak in riddles, and I also want to speak in parables, because then I could say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it. I might get it.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, y'all weren't watching it. I don't know if I can say. I was reading the chat. I didn't realize this, but this is actually a good point. Brian says, look, he opened the door by bringing in Darlene. That's Corey's lady. You don't mention my staff. The discussion is me and you. I didn't catch this, but I think Brian is right. I think, oh, Darlene's on the table? All right, let's talk about this helper. I think I didn't catch that. I think so shout out to Brian. I think this is a get back. This is opening the door. I didn't catch that. But I think you're exactly right. I think you want to talk about Darlene? Fine. You got a hoe right here. Right? Neither one of them are hoes. I'm just saying, this is how street dudes talk, right? So big shout out to Brian. I didn't catch that, but I think you're right. I think you shout out to Brian. Somebody write Brian in the chat. I didn't catch it, but I think that's where this is coming from. I like that. I like that. Sorry guys, I haven't been streaming in a while. I wasn't even letting y'all listen to the shit.
Doing something wrong, then step back and do what's right. That's what I would tell kids. That way I would be able to speak from the heart.
So you're one of those do what I say, not what I
do? No.
Let
me tell you what my translation of that is. This is my translation of that. I don't want to substantiate my argument, or I don't want to break it down to where you'll actually understand it, because you may be able to break down what it is that I'm saying. So I choose to only speak in riddles, and I also want to speak in parables, because then I could say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it. I might get it. I might know exactly what you're talking about, but I might act like I don't know what you're talking about, because I want you to substantiate your argument. So that's what I stand on. But that's why I say break it down to me like a C student, so that I can truly understand exactly what you're talking about, so that we all can understand it, because we all may need to learn something.
Right. So
that's
look, what you said,
they teach, right?
You said you go, but what you said in there, that was a key word. You act like you don't know. And I know you act like you don't know, brother.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just said it. Believe me,
Why
you said it.
Phil laughing?
Phil silly. He's really trying to look. It was an intense moment in here, Anton, and we trying to make it where it is professional. We trying to make it where it ain't what everybody said might be or whatever the fuck. Because I ain't with all that. I ain't got to go to war with no man who visited our show and probably didn't understand one thing how I was thinking, and I probably didn't understand one thing how he was thinking.
Corey not gonna have me back on the show, y'all.
You funny, man. You funny. If I wasn't gonna have you back on the show, I wouldn't have shook your hand. I hope you believe that. When I call
y'all, put a yes if you want to see Anton back on the show. Anton wanted to come back because they haven't even really got to the real shit. Put a no if you're like, you know what? I don't want to see Anton on the show. I think they did it one good time. We don't need Cat Williams back on Shannon Sharp. Like it one time that was it. Put a yes if you want to see him back. Put a no if you're like, you know what? I don't know. Man, a lot of people y'all are saying yes. Man, Anton, Corey, I think y'all might have to do a round two. Let's go.
Myself, I was like,
you know what I'm doing right now, Phil? I'm putting pressure on him to get me back on the show.
But it ain't working
by saying that he's not going, because
it ain't gonna work like that. But I'm saying
Corey don't like this, dog. He don't like this.
What? I think it's
what Corey don't like? Why you talking to that man over there?
Because I got to talk to Phil. I'm talking to Corey through Phil. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Here's the thing.
I don't know. The games where niggas get into fights. I'm telling you, this is how it jump off.
Corey not gonna have me back on the show because Corey is not having fun right now. This is gonna be one of Corey's best shows. but he's not having fun right now.
Fucking called it.
And Corey seems to be a feeler. I'm more of a results-driven guy. Corey seems to be the type of person that goes off of how he feels.
If you notice, I'm doing a lot of explaining to you about how the line can get crossed, but you're doing a lot of telling me what I am. I think that's homosexual behavior.
I said Corey seems to be, meaning that I'm leaving open a door to get corrected. I want him to correct me if I'm wrong, but I still want the freedom to be able to give my opinion. So you don't want me to give my
You
thoughts?
can have the freedom, brother. What I look like trying to take freedom from you?
No. I'm starting to feel some type of way, bro, because why is everything homosexual to you?
Well, this is what I'm saying.
I
Like,
mean,
if,
When
I'm
did
gonna try to
the
explain.
conversation turn into homosexuality again?
Okay, I'm gonna let you land. Because I don't want to talk over you.
I'm trying to understand it. Why is everything gay?
I can explain it. I can explain
Okay, go
it.
ahead.
Maybe
And this is what I started off with, so I'm gonna listen to this. But now Anton did say, why is everything turned into gay? And Anton made that comment that set the whole shit off, right? So Anton is a participant in this, but I absolutely feel where Anton is coming from on this, man. It's this whole thing has been about homosexuality, which both men say they are against. And this has kind of been the overriding theme.
look, I'm not saying that you gay, but what I'm saying is if you looking at another man and you say you talking to me through another man, if I'm a man, I'm gonna say, well, I'm right here.
Yeah, but you're not getting it.
You still talk about me, homie. This is a gay conversation.
It's not.
When you talking to men who play in riddles and stuff like that, I'm telling
You the one that's talking in riddles.
you ain't never been to jail, have you?
Hell no, I ain't never been to jail.
I could tell. I could tell.
You been to jail?
Nope. Nope.
What? What is? All right, y'all are more initiated than me. First of all, Anton slammed him with the riddle stuff. And Corey saying he doesn't talk in riddles. Corey just talked in riddles. But then Corey saying, hey, Anton, you ever been to jail? No, I could tell. I could tell you ain't never been to jail. Have you been to jail, Corey? Nope. What is that? Now, I've been practicing. I've been an attorney for 25 years. I know about making points. I know about fashioning and constructing an argument to make a point. But what was the point if Corey's never been to jail? Y'all are better than me. I missed that one. And shout out to Anton for the cross-examination.
Through another man. If I'm a man, I'm gonna say, well, I'm right here.
Yeah, but you're not getting it.
You still talk about me, homie. This is a gay conversation.
It's not.
When you talking to men who play in riddles and stuff like that, I'm telling you,
You the one that's talking in riddles.
you ain't never been to jail, have you?
Hell no, I ain't never been to jail.
I could tell. I could tell.
You been to jail?
Nope. Nope.
So what the fuck that mean then?
I'm just saying, like, if you went to jail, they would have to start you over from scratch.
What would they?
And shout out to Ted. He said, you haven't even been around 25 years. I appreciate that. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to be 49 years old, guys. 49. I'm going to be up there with Corey and them.
Who do you?
The people who
You'll be the tough one.
No. Just let me land with this. The people
I don't
who
think from a jail perspective, nigga. I'm not a jailbird. I'm never going to jail.
I see.
What the fuck is we
Well, you
talking
can't
about?
say what you'll never do, but I'm saying
never going to jail, bro.
Okay.
I don't even have that. I don't even like that type of energy.
I'm just trying to make a point.
I mean, Corey's right about that. You know, when Anton says he's never going to jail, as a black man in America, you only have so much control over that. Corey's right about that. Like, you can never say never when you're a black man in America talking about you ain't never going to jail. You know, you might not go to prison. It is extremely easy to wind up in booking.
I'm just trying to make a point, Anton. What I'm saying is, I have been around enough people who have been institutionalized where I know how to carry myself around men who not finna play with you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't hang around niggas that been to jail, so I saw for it that way. The way you saw for it is a little bit different than the way I saw for it.
Okay.
So I choose not to hang around niggas that's been institutionalized, that had to carry themselves a certain way because they made a decision that they wasn't supposed to make.
And you know, it shows that you've been around people that ain't seen the other side of the game. Because some of the smartest men I know they've been to college and gave that time up. And it was actually a learning process for them. But they still got to stand 10 toes down when they out here, Anton. I don't believe that you tried to disrespect me now that I've been talking to you. I don't believe that. I believe that you are the way you are. I am the way I am. And it can clash if people are not educated on how to be around each other, because men can go to war over misunderstanding.
He's throwing an intellectual shot right now.
What am I doing?
So without saying it, he's basically saying, oh, you from a different space, so you don't get the way that we move over here.
But what Anton said is exactly right, but it's not a shot. Like Corey is right. Anton and Corey are from two different spaces, and Anton did not realize what he said and how that affected Corey. Like, and it's weird that Anton's summation, Anton was like, oh, he just threw a shot. Corey was like, what's the shot? Anton said, well, you're saying we're from different spaces and I don't understand your mentality. That's right. Like Corey is 100% right. Because you're not from, you didn't understand Corey's boundary with respect to homosexuality. So that was weird. That it's weird, guys. A lot of times if you ask someone to repeat your last sentence because they got a misunderstanding, they'll repeat it wrong. Anton got a misunderstanding, but repeated it correctly. This is exactly what Corey was saying.
I am the way I am, and it can clash if people are not educated on how to be around each other, because men can go to war over misunderstanding.
He's throwing an intellectual shot right now.
Hey,
what am I doing?
So without saying it, he's basically saying, oh, you from a different space, so you don't get the way that we move over here.
Over here or anywhere in the United States of America, and that's not a black thing. I'm talking about Caucasians, Hispanics, and Asians understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other, because it can trigger war. That's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Okay. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting.
I don't go with.
Maybe I knew what you was gonna do before you did it.
Maybe. But I tell you what, that's a dangerous game to play, especially if you got a life that you live in. Because I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of people in the cemetery that didn't know it was going to happen like that fast. That's why out here, I try to walk under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't. And that's why I said,
you say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world is a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes,
I believe you.
When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move, but I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied, because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the
shit on
I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you.
What?
To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm
telling you. Anton, let's be honest, Anton. Let's be honest. Anton said, I felt like I was shitting on you to your face. And then Anton said, I ain't talking shit. I don't know what you're talking about, nigga. Anton, you were definitely talking shit right there. Just say it, Anton. Say it. Like, that was, shot down.
I can have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the
shit on himself.
I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
trust me,
the tough talk? I got security. You got security.
Homie, I ain't got security. Them my people.
Who? Them your
You gotta hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Boy, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie, you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all good.
I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologize when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you disrespected me in my face
because you don't accept the apology because
you
you
still talking about everybody else except yourself and white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing the conversation that happened. Why are you so easily offended?
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you proved the point. Homie, just gone, man. Just gone, man. You gone.
I'm about to jet.
You done did this before. Get your bitch ass to hey, homie, get your bitch ass the fuck on and walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do. Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. What? Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Fake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard because the nigga be gonna slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend. Now who the next motherfucker to come up here? What up?
So there's a new word in the dictionary called rage bait, right? So that's what you just witnessed.
So rage bait. Let me tell you something.
It's a new word.
That ain't no new word.
Okay, bet. It's
Let me tell you something.
New word.
Where I'm from, if a nigga say something about sucking dick, nigga, it's on.
And he knows.
I don't know nothing about no niggas saying nothing to no nigga where niggas talk about suck dick and niggas be ready to swing.
And he knows that.
But he didn't say that dick sucking shit again. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga.
There's just certain words
That's
you just
a
don't
hate.
use.
In here with this bitch that he know ain't his wife and motherfucker trying to get the bitch on the show. Bitch, nigga, you ain't got it like that, nigga. Get your cake ass out of here, nigga. Like I'm finna be upset. This is what I wanted to talk about today, mainly. We have a situation in America going on where there are a lot of men that don't want to reveal themselves, but they have bitterness because they know you're not the type of guy they are on the backdooria side of the game. Let me say this one more time. There's a lot of men in this world that don't want to reveal themselves, but they're upset at men who expose backdooria. So they find other ways to talk about you and they will never reveal who they are. I want to start a campaign to teach men how to be good sissies. I talked to a couple of people I know today. A good sissy is a man who knows how he gets down and he knows how you get down and he won't never cross them lines. I could be around a man who indulges in other men's behavior and he know I don't get down like that. So if he don't ever impose it on me or find ways to talk crazy to me that's not straight on, see the straight on way, he don't like you because you don't agree with the backdooria behavior. But if they don't want to come at you like, I know you don't like backdooria behavior, they come at you with something else. It's the curveball effect. So we have to teach these guys how to be good sissies. Hold on.
I gotta say,
on the phone.
hey, again, remember, he would rather storm off than talk shit about.
He's done that before. He's done that. He didn't never say nothing about white men.
Democratic shit.
Right. He didn't never say nothing about white men.
We wouldn't say shit about.
But he didn't have to say nothing about white men. If he'd said something about me sucking dick again, right. I was already looking at that eyeball because that's what I wanted. I wanted that nigga to be on the next podcast like this.
He wouldn't look a white man in the eye.
If he'd have said something about sucking dick right there, I was gonna found that nigga and whatever come with it, I'll be having to spend some more money in court because I don't want no court cases. In fact, I really can't have a court case right now because I got shit going on with court cases. But I am a man and you can't step to me with that dick sucking shit like right here. I can see if you were like out in the park arguing with a nigga, that nigga be like, fuck you, nigga. Suck my dick. That's different. That's different. That's a nigga yelling, looking for it. But this motherfucker thought he was going to sit here and say to me something about sucking dick. I ain't even mad at the nigga because I believe the nigga is weird. But that's okay. You can be weird. You just can't step to motherfuckers with dick sucking shit. Niggas fight. Niggas kill each other over that. And I really don't think he know that. Did he just say he ain't got no friends that been to jail? Did he really say that? Who the fuck ain't got people that went to jail that live in Detroit?
Yeah.
The mayor went to jail. What the fuck? How the fuck is you in Detroit? Man, I'll call all my Detroit niggas. Do y'all know a nigga that ain't been to jail? I mean, do y'all have any friends that ain't never been to jail? The only man who I know who would say that is a man who ain't bold enough to say nothing about the Caucasian responsibilities in America and what they did to make things go bad. But back on the good sissy, because we on the good sissy. We need to teach our men who indulge in that type of behavior how to be confident and honest about who they are, where there is no issues. Like, you can't act like you're mad at me because Corey didn't do something right on the internet. But the truth is, you mess with men and you didn't want to say you mess with men, and that's really your issue with me. In Hollywood, Atlanta, and everywhere else over the internet,
You know
I don't
what?
know, that nigga probably gone.
Damn,
You know what?
Atlanta
Oh,
customers
dog walk.
crazy.
Dog walk is here.
Man, you know who looked the scaredest?
Dog walk.
Who looked the scaredest? His bodyguard. That nigga was like,
Hey, I'll beat your ass, nigga.
we ain't beat nobody yet.
No.
Hey, can I tell y'all something? Hold on, let me tell y'all something. This is not a lie. Phil, Nail, hey, what this thing cost?
Over $1 million.
Nigga, this board back here, this ain't no sucker shit. My nigga,
Shout out to them. When I was there, I was impressed with the board. And I think they had the old one that didn't work well. So I was looking at it just as a content creator. I'm like, man, that thing is nice right there.
Lay Low bought this thing right here. Lay Low, Joe Mac and Mac bought this screen. This screen is not no cheap. The screen they bought was defective, so the company gave them the upgrade.
I don't think they realize
Shit
that they
is
can only.
scary.
This ain't no
The
cheap
size of the
shit.
bill, yeah,
You
the
don't
size
tear
of the
this
bill.
up.
Crazy.
But I believe if I would have super socked that nigga, I could have guided him that way.
I think that's
Man.
Because I was already sizing him up. I was like, oh, this is a fat motherfucker.
Oh my God. Big shout out to Colette. Somebody write Colette in the chat, man. Big shout out to Colette. All right, let's go.
Man.
I was like,
Show
dog,
at 10. I gotta get back to my show. I was watching the
nigga,
show.
you
at home.
stupid, nigga.
I gotta get back to my show, man.
Hey, man, if that nigga would have said I suck dick, I'd have dotted that nigga eye. I swear to God, and took whatever come with it. But I ain't living like that. I'm not living like that.
Show up.
I am a successful man.
Come back with the bodyguard. I'll whoop that nigga.
That bodyguard ain't with that nigga. That nigga just trying to get that money and get the fuck. Let me drop this cake ass nigga off at the airport. That nigga say he don't know nobody who went to jail. What the fuck?
Nah, he was trying to bait.
How do you live in America and don't know
He was
nobody who
trying to
went to
bait, yeah.
jail? And he called me a hypocrite. This man said I'm a hypocrite, and he said he don't know nobody who went to jail. But back on the good sissy.
I gotta get back to my show. I got a show at 10.
Go ahead, Joe. Do your thing, man.
Man. Fuck Anton.
God damn. Listen, you
The
gotta
nigga was
ride
sitting
for
right
your
here,
boy.
goddammit. That nigga then when he said, I disrespected you in your face. I was like, is this nigga talking crazy? Because I'll still slap the shit out this motherfucker. You can be around men, you can disagree with men, but you can't disrespect men when you're standing next to them, man. If you want to bait people like that and play like you don't know, good luck.
And if you say
I mean, Corey's right. There are some men that you can disrespect and their priorities are different. Maybe they're thinking about their families. Who saw there was a short clip? It was in I think a baseball stadium. And it was a Hispanic dude and a black dude. And they were standing on the steps. It's a stadium. And the black dude would, and the Hispanic dude was just, and the black dude super disrespectful, screaming, and the Hispanic dude was, and the black dude didn't know who he was talking to. He just didn't know. And Hispanic dude, you know, he was in a baseball cap representing. Who saw that shit? But the black dude, dark-skinned black dude, disrespectful. Did the Hispanic dude have a Corey mentality? The Hispanic dude that was just smiling at him, did he have a Corey Holcomb mentality? Shout out to Nipsey. Now, Nipsey got in someone's face and called that dude a snitch. That dude had a Corey mentality. And now that dude is in prison for the rest of his life. And it's just not, this is not what I want for us. I would love for us to have that Hispanic mentality. The Hispanic dude. Was like, oh, okay. Okay. As opposed to the Nipsey mentality, where we're in prison, we're in cages for our entire lives. Now, that's not Corey's fault. I'm sure Corey will say that's how he was raised, and Corey said he ain't never going to change, and it is what it is. But shit, man. Like, why does the Hispanic boxer have to act like a street dude? Why? Why, when someone says, oh, you suck D, now we got to throw our lives away? You suck D, lead attorney. Okay, let me throw my life away. I don't. No, lead attorney, you don't understand manhood. All right. Yeah, somebody was saying Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey, what's his name? Nipsey Russell, Nipsey. I wasn't a big fan of Nipsey Russell. I just know I'm a fan of his girl. Lead attorney, it is a sin to covet another man's wife. Were they married? I'm from the ATL, so Lauren London, Jesus Christ. But to lose your life because you call somebody a snitch, a dude who was in the streets, and now you're dead. Don't they got kids? You had made it out. But you talked to a Corey Holcomb. Corey doesn't allow any homophobic talk around him because he's a street dude. Nipsey Hussle's dude didn't allow any snitch labels. Same mentality, different word. Corey doesn't like gay. And apparently he's going to get into fisticuffs because he doesn't like gay. Nipsey Hussle's dude didn't like snitch. Nipsey Hussle's dude is in a cage. He's in a cage. And Nipsey's dead. Does Bill Gates operate on this type of mentality? Does Elon Musk operate on this type of mentality? Warren Buffett? Peter Thiel? All these, Corey was talking about Anton doesn't criticize white men. Well, let's look at these millionaire and billionaire white men, multi-millionaire white men, billionaire white men. Do they operate with this mentality? Oh, you called me a snitch. Now I have to go into a cage. And, this is not what I want. Like, Corey's so damn, again, I did a collab with him. I met him. Me, Corey, and Craig went to dinner after the collab. I'm super amazed by Corey. Awesome content creator, awesome comedian, an even better man, and an even better human. And when you see someone like that, you just want them to win. But can we win with oh, you call me a snitch, now I got to kill you? You call me gay, now I got to do your eye like this because you call me gay. Lead attorney, we just not cut from the same cloth. You don't understand manhood. All right. What do y'all think, man? After watching this, who do you think won? Put A if you think Anton won. Put C, Corey, if you think Corey won. And just put U if you undecided. Like, I can't call it, man. I can't fucking call it. I don't know. I see some A's. King Sin says, no, man, Corey got it 51-50. Miss Lisa says Corey got it. Guy Incognito, shout out to Guy, says Corey got it. Someone put draw. Someone said Anton left. He did. Like, man, fuck this. I see a lot of C's. It was more, well, no, it was 50-50. It was 50-50 when we started. You know, I don't know. But as a content creator, I see this a lot differently. You know, I have a little brand myself. I got a little YouTube channel. I mean, this is the backup channel, guys. The YouTube, the main channel, for some reason, y'all loving these damn police videos. I had to do this one on the backup. Plus, I can't really stream like that no more. Y'all know what the fuck I'm going through. So yeah, man. But all right, we will end it right here. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for finding me. I don't know how y'all found me on this damn backup. I swear to God, but I appreciate it. Shout out to Ghost. Ghost says, nobody won. It is what it is. Maybe that's the perfect summation. Somebody let Corey know that, and Anton know that they want the streets want a round two. Y'all want Anton to come back, man. So hopefully they will run it back. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for everybody who described. Please like the video. Also, big shout out to everybody who blessed me. Everybody who blessed me with a super chat, super sticker. Thank you guys so much. Y'all were my first support on the backup channel. This is my first live stream on this thing. So we got about 1,500 people, man. Thank y'all. And YouTube ain't sending y'all notifications. I don't know how y'all found me. I'm back here in the cut. Big shout out to Colette. Thank you so much. It's always amazing to talk to you, Colette. And to the stream sponsor, someone who's been blessing your boy. As I'm going through all my stuff, man, y'all see him, the stream sponsor, MBS. Please, if you love the lead just a little bit, backdoor. If you love the lead a little bit, somebody write MBS in the damn chat, man. Somebody write MBS in the jam chat. Shout out to Marie. Shout out to Gail. Shout out to King. And again, big shout out to Corey Holcomb. Utmost respect for him. Did a collab. He invited me on his show, treated me real nice, hooked me up with the hotel, hooked me up with the flight, really blessed me. Treated me super well. Then took me to dinner afterwards. Who does that? Corey is a man among men. Big shout out to Anton. And I went on his platform, treated me amazing. He's come on my platform, treated me amazing. I met him in person. First time I met him, unfortunately, was at Kevin Samuel's funeral. Then after that, we did a collab in Fort Lauderdale. Always treated me amazing. So I got love for both of these brothers, both of them. So maybe they'll do a round two, and just like Go says, it is what it is. All right. Big shout out to Colette. Shout out to the stream sponsor, MBS. Thank you guys so much. We will run it back later. Thank y'all for finding me on the backup channel. Thank you.